Next 3 hours is going to be all about startups, startups pitching. But I just wanted to take 5 minutes before to tell you a little story about the importance of a startup community for me. So welcome again to the Startup Estonia's community demo afternoon. My name is Sander. I'm the head of marketing and communications for Startup Estonia. And now, during this celebration of our startup scene here at Latitude59, we're going to hear a lot about how Estonia is paving the way with the most startups, the most investments, and the most unicorns per capita. And yeah, it's true. And a lot of that success is because of our successful startup founders. The startup founders in Estonia, it is said, and I'm quoting here Sten Tamkivi, who says that startup founders in Estonia are unreasonably patriotic because they invest their ideas, they invest their time, they invest their money into new startups, they invest into startup ecosystem, but they also contribute to the society in a wider scale through different social projects. So yes, definitely, startup founders are one of the cornerstones of our startup ecosystem. But after working in the ecosystem for 5 years and traveling across the world, introducing Estonia, seeing how other countries operate, I have to say that there's something more here. There's something more here in Estonia that other countries don't. And something that I am really glad to see every day when I come to work is that it's the startup community. The startup community, more precisely meaning the startup support organizations we have here in Estonia. So imagine this, there's more than 120 startup support organizations in Estonia, meaning that for every 10 startups, there's a support organization helping to nourish their growth. That's just crazy. There's so much support available. And I've been working with hundreds of different people who are in these support organizations, and I see how they are putting their efforts into helping startups, and it has been a real privilege. So I'm meaning all of the pre-incubation programs, all of the training programs who are helping to bring the startup mindset to our school kids, all of the co-working spaces, all of the events that are helping to bring people together, all of the acceleration programs who are helping to basically guide the way for startup in order for them to survive, help them through pivots, help them through everything. All of the maker spaces, all of the investors, and all of the different development programs we have here in Estonia. And all of those great initiatives, all of those people, they're not working alone. They are working together. We all are working together. And that's exactly why we're here today. So the success of our startup ecosystem is really, it comes down to the level of collaboration we have here in Estonia. Together, we have created this culture of encouragement where the success is driven by common values such as solidarity, giving back, and the true satisfaction of helping others succeed. So, as I said, in the next 3 hours, you're going to hear a lot of startups pitching. They will be presented by 6 different startup support organizations, 6 different programs. Those programs will be Beamline Accelerator, Tehnopol Startup Incubator, Startup Wise Guys, Business Incubation Center of European Space Agency, Health Founders, and Starter. So that's it from my side. This was just my little ode to the startup community. I hope you will have fun, ask hard questions from the startups, and I think I will give the word now to Triinu from Beamline. Thank you so much. And remember, community is key.
Hello, people! Why I took that stupid thing with me. I'm so happy that Latitude59 kicked off with the best keynote ever. The keynote by Seth Bannon, the founder of 50 Years, the VC fund that invests in companies that really solve the greatest problems of our world. And this is what we do as well in Beamline Accelerator. We invest in global climate tech founders and basically give them the little kickstart they need to accelerate the impact. And I'm super honored to see all of the 10 startups of our batch 2 on the stage here, because they are all from across the globe, from India to US, and only one startup from Estonia. And I'm super happy that Latitude made it and brought them all together so you can enjoy. And since they're all 10 of our batch 2 startups, we have only 2.5 minutes for each of the pitch. Sorry, guys, I have to cut you really sharp, and there will be no Q&A, which is actually great, because you people who want to ask some questions, who want to invest in climate tech, you have the opportunity to connect with them in Prella and LinkedIn, and ask these questions later, touch them if they have some prototypes, and drink their milks, etc. So what else should I say? I think, Sander, all was said by you already. You're always making the stage super hot for everybody coming here. And the same is what Trashify does with the co-founder, Pranav Choi, the humorous guy from India. So come, the stage is yours. There's the clock that indicates the 2.3 minutes. Oh my God. But you will be hilarious, and your jokes are always good.
Hello, everyone. Okay, well, it looks like we started. Hi, we're Trashify, and we'd like to take a minute to talk about sea turtles. You see, before humans existed, the turtles flourished at sea. 110 million years later, 6 out of the 7 species of sea turtles are classified as endangered. The reason? Trash. You see, millions of tons of trash get thrown into the ocean annually because 70% of individuals are simply unaware about proper recycling practices. This is not just an ecological issue, it's a financial one, with billions of euros lost annually in recyclable material. Our solution? Trashify. Well, we are a waste detection as a service company. Well, our detection system is smart, automated, and easy to customize across the globe, while we collect data to provide real-time analytics to its users. As our initial product, we'd like to introduce you to the Trashify Can. A Trashify Can, built to meet differing needs across corporates to kids and spaces, the Trashify Can takes care of waste separation for you. Simply bring your trash close to the can, and the cameras and sensors we've attached will identify and classify all the articles in just under a second. The global waste management industry is valued at 2.7 billion euros in 2022, with a 26% growth rate, while we plan on focusing on the European market, valued at 550 million euros. We plan on entering the market with our technology prototype, which is a trash can, while we collect the data to then move to our primary product, which is the Waste Detection as a Service API, to be used by B2B customers such as robotics manufacturers and trash can manufacturers. In the field of trash sorting, we aim to have a significant lead over our competition, primarily in costs and in comparable detection technology, owing to the large influx of data that we have. In the past 8 months, we've managed to secure 4 pilot clients and also increase our accuracy to 95%, and also finished our MVP. Our software development journey consists of us testing a multitude of different data sets and algorithms to then finalize our pre-alpha API. In our future, we plan on entering these multiple facets of different object detection technologies. In our team, we have Animesh Bajpai and Pranav Davar, our CEO and COO. And we're asking for 400,000 euros to then achieve the following milestones. And finally, remember, it's called Trash Can and not Trash Can't. Thank you.
Told ya. Is there a better one-liner than that? It's called Trash Can. So you guys who want to ask questions, come to Pranav. But now we have Smobia. Are you ready? Maybe Smobia, yesterday we had a demo day and she did the fashion show as well. So if you're lucky, you'll see the fashion show.
Hi. Hi, my name is Lydia, co-founder of Smobia, and I would like to introduce you our advanced vegan ladder to reduce the ecological footprint of the fashion industry. So did you know that agriculture and fashion are the second and first most polluting industries in the world, and that fashion industry makes up to 10% of humanity's carbon emission? And plastic and leather are the main drivers. So the problems are clear. It's deforestation and microplastic pollution, and recently it was found in human blood as well. Also, the social impact of tannery workers, and that they have a 20 to 50% higher cancer risk rate than average. So our solution is the Smobi. It's a sustainable, scalable, and controllable material that has a similar tensile strength to leather. So from gut health to a healthy planet. So our material is based on kombucha. Here the guys are showing around. And with our unique technology, we developed a unique technology to grow and coat the material. The market is obviously huge, and the market of global leather product, when you compare it to the market of global faux leather product, have a huge growth rate. So the market is pretty much validated. Fashion giants like Stella McCartney and Adidas and Kering have already announced partnerships, and we already have ongoing talks with Hermes, Garni, and Yaxian Feng, who have showed interest in the material. We have already partnered with few production companies and small brands like Skill-like to develop a few samples that you will see here. So our funding team consists of young, determined professionals covering all areas like material and science, business development, fashion, and design, and to tackle any challenges along the way. So we have a long road behind us, but also in front of us, and we are planning to enter market in 2023 and earn 2.5 million revenue by 2025. So we are asking for 200K euro in funds and for a 12-month runway. So here now I would like to ask for some music and do a little demo fashion for you guys from the existing samples available. So our special guests are Indrak and Reka. Thank you. So find us today and feel and touch the material of tomorrow. Thank you.
You made it. You made it. You can give it to him. So all the fashionistas out here, this was Indrek Kelder, our co-founder, presenting the bags. And this is Mobia. It was super fast. You did it on time. Oh my God, you're so great. Now we have a bit with more fatherly pace coming here. Andri from Enzymity. I like your pace. So the
I'll
stage
be faster
is yours.
this time. It's 2.5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Andri on behalf of Enzymity, and we're building a bioplatform for true plastic circularity. So here's old news. More than 90% of today's new plastic is still made from fossil fuels. Our solution to this mess is enzymatic biorecycling, breaking down plastic waste with the help of nature-inspired active proteins, enzymes, which have been engineered for efficiency and scale. The resulting monomers can be retrieved and used to create new high-quality plastic again and again and again, a potentially infinite loop. So what about the existing plastic recycling? Well, the way it's currently being done is mostly mechanical, which means that plastic waste is essentially being remolten into lower quality and lower value products with some serious environmental risks along the way. Enzymes, in turn, are highly selective, which means less pre-processing for the waste streams, as well as at close to room temperatures, which means much less energy demands and result in much lower emissions compared to virgin plastic production. The first type of plastic we're tackling is polyethylene terephthalate, commonly known as PET. This is one of the most popular packaging materials with a steadily growing global demand and a much less than 50% recycling rate. Our business model involves technology licensing to plastics recyclers and producers with both fixed and recurring revenue components. As the first step in our go-to-market strategy, we are in talks with some of the largest recyclers in the Nordics, as well as the Paris HQ of L'Oréal, regarding product demos, which are expected to happen in the summer of this year. So we're a Riga-based team, combining business, biotechnology, and sustainability expertise, and we're working on engineered enzymes to turn plastic waste into valuable raw materials for new, high-quality plastic. We'll be looking for pre-seed funding in the following months to move from a proof of concept to a prototype and take the next step in finally making the plastics truly circular. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Andrei. And please, people, go check them out at Prella. Have some nice networking, although I know that Andrei is quite booked, at least for today. You can also add him in LinkedIn and ask your questions. But now we will have Aio Stage coming to the stage, the only Estonian team with, of course, a Brazilian co-founder coming to the stage. And Aio is one company that you can soon taste as well. Not today, but soon, I promise you.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm Nemaila, as Trin said. I'm Brazilian and the only Estonian, as you can see by the name of our company, Aio Tech. And we design microbes for sustainable food production. So we all know that our current food production system is broken and unsustainable. And when we talk about these plant-based meat alternatives, everyone's mostly focusing on proteins, but there is one key component, fat, that not everyone is looking into it. And it gives the meat juiciness and the taste. And usually, nowadays, they use this coconut oil and palm oil for giving this as a fat for this plant-based meat alternative. But we all know they don't mimic the taste. And recently, political situation has been making their prices skyrocketing. So how can we solve that? We offer you a non-animal healthy fats and oils that we can produce in a sustainable, economically, and our production does not depend on season, climate, or any political situation. How do we do it? We basically brew fats and oils, just like every brewer and the beer you have, we do the same. So our process is scalable. So basically we design a microbe that is able to convert any biomass bioproduct into feed and food. In Estonia, we are using sawdust. So as long as you have sawdust, we make food out of it. So also our ingredient is healthy because it has omega-3, besides has proteins and also antioxidants. It can be used as a dry biomass or a pigment-enriched oil that can mimic blood. In our first trial, trying to cook with our product, our patty already look less boring than the ones you have in the market. So as you can see in this ugly chart, we are more affordable and sustainable than our competitors. And we have the bug, we have the technology. And we are now at TRL 5 and 6, and we have LOIs for building production facility and trying our product. We are B2B. We have our first product in 2024 in the feed market, and we plan to do the food market in 2025. And we are scientists at Tautech, and we also are Aio. So thank you, and we are open to investors, networking, consumers, and employers.
Thank you. It was perfect timing again. I mean, you guys are great. the co-founder, Petri, is at seal right now, protecting us all. And I tell you, it's worth getting friends with Nemaila, because legally she's not allowed to bring the product here. But for friends, she might have some different policies. The next one up is, of course, Microx from France, US, Poland, and you name it. So, Christian, the floor is yours.
Bonjour. I'm coming from France, from Burgundy, but I'm not there to promote wine. Okay. I'm representing MicroX Lab, a deep tech team working on with a PhD and professor to promote the fastest analyzer to fight against microplastic and bacteria. When you are drinking liquid, many times you have a chemistry and also plastic in the chemistry. So, and recently, as my colleague said before, the scientific medical community discovered that we have a lot of plastic as polystyrene and polyethylene in the blood. So, following the situation, MicroX Lab will promote the fastest, the two-in-one fastest online analyzer to deliver the fastest result compared to the competition. So the competition was doing, the competition have two lines of production. One is microplastic, the other one is bacteria. So, and due to our patented breakthrough technology, MicroX Lab have the possibility now to have on one line the measurement of the microplastic and the bacteria. Our business model is supported by our sales and marketing member with the depth knowledge about the field, as well as our presence in Europe and in US. We have a B2B and B2C business model, and this combination will provide a good combination for this for the profit, and thanks for the volume and the production quantity. So our early customer have already, as a Veolia in Worldwide and Eagle, has already commit and signed agreement for NDA and LOI. And now MicroX Lab is moving to the pilot phase. So we have already got 1.5 million euros from public and private funding. So some of them are seen around for non-quality grant, grant. And now we are moving to the next phase. So, and we would put 1.5 million round to finalize the product. So in a nutshell, even if we got a new commitment last week of 0.2 million euro, we put on the round altogether 1.5 million euro to finalize our product. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. I hoped I can be like the bad cop here, but everybody is so on time that I only proudly say now that, as my co-founder Carl said, water is the essence of life, so grab Christian from the shoulders and talk to him later. Now to the stage come Got Foods, and Got Foods is another company that you can taste later when you contact him. So.
Test. Hello everyone, my name is Michael Wettstein. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Got Foods. As you may know, dairy causes sustainability, environmental and ethical issues, but dairy alternatives have come into place. They have tried to address these issues, but still, the main reason why not more people are consuming plant-based alternatives is the taste. But they also mention aftertaste, texture and off flavors as the main issue for not consuming an alternative. Got Foods has the solution. We have creamy, tasty, functional dairy alternative, just like dairy is. We have today also really important metrics. Peas are so sustainable amongst greenhouse gas emissions, amongst global water footprint, and also amongst the global warming potential. We compete on 5 angles. We are able to have the dairy taste, to be high in protein, such as dairy is. We have the creamy texture, we are low in sugar, and free from 14 European allergens. But compared to dairy, how is it made? We simply take peas, we process them, and we get gut foods. This is so efficient. We have an untapped $1 trillion market that needs to be addressed now. We have rapidly executed over the last 8 months. We are supported by Brink in Hong Kong, by Artesian Ventures Australia, EIT Food, the Latvian startup ecosystem is with us, and we just have accelerated in the Beamline. So, where are we today? We have launched our products, more than 25 point of sales, 100% repeat order rate, €0 marketing spend, and 25% MRR growth. Our customers love our products for the taste, the creamy texture, the fantastic functionality, and just they say this product is amazing. Who is actually God Foods? Myself, more than 10 years experience from the financial industry. My co-founder, Ivars, he's a food technologist and food scientist developing the future of dairy. Our Waltz is the designer creating the future of God Foods, and Madura develops with Ivars game-changing dairy alternatives. We start out in the Baltics, soon we launch across Scandinavia, going to Europe, and finally launch internationally. The thing I would like to ask you to do now, meet up with our co-founder, taste our plant-based tomato cheese, and I promise you this will be a small journey to Italy in the Toscana. Thank you for your attention.
Great stuff. You can give it to, yeah. Thank you. Go taste God Foods. Next up is the guys in the green with nice hoodies from Beamline Accelerator. Next up is Marco, and Marco is a Hungarian guy, and definitely he will be remembered by you with a beard and stuff.
Hi everyone. I'm Marco, and this is Nuo2. So, I'm supposed to shock you by telling you what you already know very well. We put too much CO2 in the air, which is causing huge climate changes. But let's skip all that and go straight to our solution. Nuo2, a smart active panel that draws in surrounding air. CO2 from this air is broken down into carbon and oxygen. The carbon is bound to our catalyst, and the oxygen is released with the rest of the stream. This way, Nuo2 keeps oxygen levels high and CO2 levels low, which makes your ventilation system work less. This saves energy, lowers your carbon footprint, and saves you money. Along with CO2, we're catching the other bad guys: viruses, bacteria, pollen, and dust. Basically, it's like having a tree with a power cord inside your office. With our early grants, made our life a bit easier. We built a proof of concept prototype to verify the idea, and later 4 alpha prototypes that you can see sitting in front of our office in Zagreb. We have filed for 1 patent application and more are to come. And we were awarded 2 gold medals for innovation on Croatian and international level. We mitigate the negative impact of buildings' power consumption. To produce 1 Nuo2 panel, we emit 10 kilograms of CO2, but after only 4 months, every Nuo2 panel is carbon negative. How? Because every Nuo2 panel can cancel 37 kilograms of CO2. Our customers will rent Nuo2 panels, cut down their carbon footprint, lower their energy consumption, and save money. This way, we will have panel rent as a revenue stream, and another one will be carbon trading coming up real soon. With the grant so far, despite 2 shattering earthquakes and a worldwide microchip shortage, we've managed to build 4 alpha prototype and file for 1 patent application to reach TRL 4. For the next step, we want to develop a beta prototype, produce it in a small scale, and test it through pilot projects. For this, we're raising 500K as a mix of investments and grants that will be used in these 4 verticals. This is us. I'm the founder of Nuo2, and Ivana is our CGO. We have agreements of collaboration with major Croatian institutes and faculties. So, I'm betting you 100K that you won't find a better indoor solution for CO2 capture.
Great stuff, Marco.
Thank you.
Yes, and Marco, by the way, took the device to Estonia. So hook him up and he will show you that. But who likes coffee from this crowd? Crowd. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 people. So you will love Coffee Co.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Victor, and I'm the CEO and the co-founder of the Coffee company. How many of you actually know that we consume more than 2 billion cups of coffee each day, which generates more than 30 million kilograms of coffee waste, which almost not recycled, go to landfills where it rots, and emits a lot of greenhouse emissions? This is the problem that you want to solve, and our partners and clients want to solve this as well. We at Cofeco propose this solution when we work with the HoReCa industry, collect the coffee waste, recycle and upcycle in our plant into the oil extracts and biomass, where oils go to the food and cosmetics industry, and biomass will be used for creating the reusable tableware and combustion products. As for combustion products, we will launch our first pilot sales next month in Latvia with gas station Circle K and generate first revenues. And we have a potential to reach 250K of revenue per year just from working with them. But we are heading towards more lucrative markets. This is cosmetics and personal care industry in the European Union, which is the biggest in the world. And we will take a 50 million share of this market by selling our coffee oil. This is how the opportunity looks like right now. And we're creating this coffee recycling market and invite those who are willing to support this sustainable idea. Because this brilliant team really take this, will make everything happen with the experience in the deep tech industry and expertise in this material science and extraction of plant biomass. We will make that happen definitely. Already today, we have secured more than 500 tons in Latvia of coffee waste, which gives great potential to earn 2.5 million of revenue per year and decrease greenhouse emissions in amount that 50 million square meters of forest requires within a year. We're looking for 350K of investments in order to create our first biomass plant and start generate revenues with our current clients, to move towards oils and conduct pilot projects with cosmetics and food industry, and sign up contracts and make sales and monthly revenue from selling the oils. And last but not least, let's together not waste what is not waste. Thank you.
Golden words. Thank you, Cofeco. Do you have also something to show to people? Not this time, no. I have touched there, like they're also making furniture soon from the coffee. So next time you go to Latvia, see that you meet with Cofeco. Now we will have on the stage Agri from Ukraine, Estonian company, founders from Ukraine.
Test.
And see what Agri does.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sri from Agri. So what we basically do is we analyze satellite data and we provide meaningful insights for farmers and landowners, and also we help them monetize their CO2 credits. So we have a huge problem on our table. Of course, climate is changing. We have droughts, floods, expected diseases in crops. Also, the agricultural land is decreasing dramatically. Also, a lot of people experience hunger. And of course, the problem that pisses me off mostly is that the agriculture can consume the CO2, instead it emits it. So imagine that all the CO2 in the world can be put back via the tools that we already have. So from one side, we have proven techniques called regenerative agriculture. It includes no-till, low-till methods of agriculture. It includes, of course, organic agriculture and so on. And from another side, we have financial instruments, like more than 1 trillion euro per year in subsidies that goes to agriculture, in green bonds, and of course CO2 market. So the only thing that we are missing right now is a trust. So there is no solution that can provide this trust that all parties can rely on. So we provide, with the help of technology, with analyzing satellite data and hosting it on the blockchain, the needed trust for this environment. So Accelerator today is unique patentable technology, more than 20 plus patentable data processing methods, dozens of pilots around the world, 8 years of hands-on experience, and a versatile and mission-driven team. Of course, we have competition, but on a scale, only Agri can analyze the data in which we can provide the CO2 metrics, and as well as very important things like soil moisture and carbon input and so on. So our go-to-market strategy is first we will use our networks that we already work with. It's organic bio, it's no-till, low-till, it's forest farming and projects like that that they can monetize on their CO2. Sorry, yes, and the next, of course, will be the agriculture companies on a big scale that want to transit on it. I have no time. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, give it to her. Thank you, Agri. We all have your eyes on us through their satellites, etc. But see Andre in this event. And now we will have our last climate tech startup of Beamline, at least. Maybe there will be today some more. But I'm happy to introduce you to Fauna. You will see a type of pregnancy test you have never seen before now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dragana, and I'm a founder and CEO of Fauna Smart Technologies, where we are creating farming systems in line with nature. Now, imagine the world where you eat your food without pesticides. It's possible, and the EU wants it as well. The EU regulations and strategies are banning chemical pesticides. And this is affecting over 10.5 million farmers across Europe, since now they're transitioning from chemical pesticides to biological crop protection products. And this transition is not easy, because these bioproducts work differently, and farmers are lacking knowledge about this, just like with everything new. With bioproducts, we have the uncertainty, delay of speed of action, and it comes with 5 times higher price. Today, farmers are overspraying and overpaying and still failing to protect their crops successfully, leading to 40% of the yield loss yearly. But there is a solution to this. We are building Plant Immunity Tracker, or a pregnancy test for plants, a real-time in-field solution with a fast response only in 3 minutes, because plants have immunity just like us. And they are capable to defend themselves, to suppress pests and diseases below economic threshold level. When immunity is active, there is no need to further spray. But when it's not, then action is required. And we guide farmers via the app on when to spray, what to spray, and how much to spray, based on a scientific knowledge database, which is also our proprietary technology. What farmers gain with immunity is 60 to 120% higher revenue due to greener product sales, reduced input costs, and everything comes with environmental benefits. Our business model is B2B. We have starter and premium, and this is who we are. We are a highly accomplished team from academia and from industry. And together, we build products based on long-term academic research. Because in this way, we can fix problems on a long run and provide impact with depth and scale. Right now, we are fundraising. It's a pre-seed to make this tool a reality. So if you're a visionary investor looking for a game-changing innovation in primary food production, let's talk more. Thank you.
Thank you, Dragana. And this is what we do at Climate Tech. You know, I have 3 MAs and MBAs, but she has 2 PhDs. So all proprietary, all patented. If you want to know more, grab me from the skirt and them as well. So bye-bye and see you soon.
Hi everybody, we are Tehnopol Startup Incubator. I'm Liisa and I'm glad to represent our startups on the stage. So we are, I would say, the biggest business incubator in the Baltics. We are helping to grow early stage startups, help them to spread the word, what they are doing, and together with our program, we help the startups raise their first round investments, which is altogether 25 million euros. So, if you're starting a startup, then Tehnopol Startup Incubator is place to be. But now, let's get this party started, and let's invite our first startup on the floor. Are you ready? Woo!
Hi everyone. I'm so excited to be the first Tehnopol Demo Day pitcher of the day. My name is Inger and I am CEO of Ticker. Ticker is a platform where you can buy and sell event tickets, and we help you discover what events are happening around you in real time. So ordering food and getting a taxi just takes a couple of minutes. But what about attending live events? In the past, people have booked their tickets weeks beforehand. But now with the pandemic, the things have changed. People are making more spontaneous decisions, but the market has not moved with the times. We are combining ticket selling and event discovering features to help people be more spontaneous. We saw the need for Ticker when we realized how many people around us were struggling to resell their event tickets. It took time, it took effort, and often the tickets went into waste. So in Ticker, you can upload and sell your ticket with just a couple of clicks. It's a great tool for event organizers as well, because they can upload 1,000 tickets or 10 tickets a month or an hour before event, and they can change the price whenever they want. There are 33 events with 15,000 seats that are happening in Estonia every single night. But the information about these events is scattered between different platforms, and we are bringing all the information into one place. So we launched last October. Since then, we've seen significant growth. For example, in the past month, there have been 90 tickets uploaded to our platform, which is 100% of the verified ticket reselling market in Estonia. So our business model is the revenue comes from a 10% commission fee, which is divided equally between the buyer and the seller. The buyer pays 5%, the seller pays 5%. The Estonian ticket market before the pandemic was 43 million. Last year it was 18 million, but now we see that the event organizers are getting back on their feet and they're organizing more events this year than they did before the pandemic. And we are also looking into scaling to United Kingdom's market because we see that our product can have a huge potential there. So in Estonia, our only competition at the moment is Facebook, but you can never know when you will get ripped off on Facebook because the transactions are not verified. And I'm very proud of our team. We have field experts with 10 plus years of experience. And at the moment, we are looking to raise 150K for marketing costs, workforce costs, and to validate our product market fit in the UK.
Anna sinne. Thank you. This was Ticker. So next up, we have startup who will help you to trade with crypto. So pay attention.
Hello, my name is Stig and I'm from CoinTurtle. Did you know that average independent traders make less than 2% in trading crypto, while pro traders make around 20% a year? At CoinTurtle, we have created a solution which is hands-off, secure trading platform where we also manage your risks. You heard what happened to Luna, right? Luna lost 99% of its value within just 2 days. And we checked, with CoinTurtle, we wouldn't have lost, we would have made 90% because our algorithm detected a short 2 days before. CoinTurtle is using turtle trading rules that are based on momentum price signals, specifically the 20 and 55-day highs and lows. We have a capital management where we add stop loss orders, which means whenever trade is reversed, we take the money out of the trade automatically. Size of the market, Bitcoin market cap is 600 billion. Hedge funds that operate on crypto have assets under management around 10 billion, and CoinTurtle is aiming for 1 to 5% of it. Our business model, we're going to take 1.5% fee. And this means that with 1 million in assets under management, with minimum of 8 trades per year, we make a revenue around 120,000. Whenever trades are doubled, our revenue doubles. Traction, we have more than 200 signups, and over 30 clients have deposited money on our platform. Our go-to-market strategy is we're going to target retail clients that don't have crypto wallets, because it's a lot of hassle creating one. And we're going to do that by focused advertising and investment articles and blogs in investment-related media. The team. Luke is a CEO and has been a stockbroker in Royal Bank of Canada for years, and he oversees all of our trades. Hans is a crypto wizard from Tartu University, and I'm the head of marketing. Our growth plan. We're going to get to 1 million in assets under management with 1 year. After that, in year 2, we're going to issue our own coin. And by the end of the year 3, we're heading to 10 million in assets under management. And we need your help to do that. We need 250,000 in exchange for 10% of our company. Thank you.
So next startup, they will help heavy problems solve easiest way.
Test. Hello, my name is Egert and I'm one of the founders of Fix My Truck. There are over 10 million units of trucks and trailers driving on the roads of Europe every single day. All those trucks and trailers need to visit workshop at least 5 times a year. An average transport company spends almost 1/5 of the revenue on heavy machine repairs. That amount is mainly generated by using only one single workshop for all the different repair jobs. Our solution is a platform which allows the client add request with only few easy steps and send it out to all the workshops in the selected area. From receipt codes, the client can choose the most optimal one and reduce the repair cost by 20 to 70%. The full European market of heavy machine repairs is 33 billion euros. Our commission on every repair job done through our platform is 15%. We ask 6% from the client and 9% from the workshop. Since the beginning of the sales in January 2022, we have made hundreds of sales calls, and we have gained over 15 workshops and over 15 clients who brought us over 500 units of heavy machines to our platform, and over 20 contracts still pending for both sides. For the next year, June, we are aiming to get 300 bookings done in 1 month with MRR protection 27,000 euros. Our biggest competitors in Europe are 2 large networks of heavy machine workshops. Both those companies including over 700 workshops throughout Europe. Their main mission is to help the client with the roadside assistance through phone call. Our team has the needed expertise in heavy machine repairs, international road transport, software development, and business-to-business sales. Today, we are ready to expand our services in Estonian market and Finland in the Helsinki area. We are also doing repairs for other Baltic countries, and for that, we are asking for 200,000 euros to invest in human resources, software development, and business-to-business sales. Thank you. My name is Egert, and this is Fix My Truck platform.
Next up, we have a startup who helps towing companies save money.
Hi. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hi, everyone. Imagine that you get a call from a customer at 4 in the morning that his car broke down and needs towing. You get into a truck, drive for 1 hour to the customer's location, and upon arrival, turns out that he left. And now you're pissed because you didn't get your beauty sleep, you wasted your time, fuel, and didn't earn any money. And that's where we come in. Hi everyone, my name is Ilya, and with the team we are developing towing software called Edi that would help towing customers to dispatch easier and collect payments. Other common problems in towing industry are unknown customer location, fleet coordination, towing dispatching takes too much time, and as mentioned previously, lost revenue due to cancellations or fraud. And we are going to tackle those problems by giving them an easy payment solution and with a dispatching algorithm that will help find the nearest and most suitable tow truck for the job. And we are going to change the long, labor-intensive dispatching process with no customer accountability into a semi-autonomous process with guaranteed prepayment. As you can see, Edi is a one-stop shop solution for towing companies. As of now, there is 3 companies in total with 8 driver and 15 tow trucks that are testing out our MVP and ready to convert when we introduce the payment module. Starting from Baltic and Nordic states, we will cover the whole Europe in 5 years using direct sales tactics. And we are going to earn money from software subscription for 3.59 and from transaction fees 0.75 cents. And thanks to those competitive pricings, we will be able to get a monthly revenue of 11,500 euros and get the total year revenue of 138,000 euros. European roadside assistance market is 7 billion, and our desired piece of the pie is 5%, meaning 350 million. Our team consists of 3 highly motivated young men who have all the skills to make it all work. With 80,000 euro investment for 10%, we will be able to develop our final product and start scaling into the neighboring countries. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask or find me in the crowd. And we still have some time, I guess.
So we have 2 startups to go more. Next up is one common platform which will help you to manage all the different applications that you have.
Tere. I am Vijay Kumar Chennalli, CEO and co-founder of Connexit. We are in ever digitalizing world, so many businesses use many different applications, and the data that's stored in those applications are extremely valuable. Businesses spend a lot of time moving data from one software to other and doing repetitive tasks. But yet, this is a business critical. And no one enjoys copy-paste the data, sending same email to the leads every day. But these are the things keep business running. So how Connexit going to help businesses? We built no-code automation builder platform that helps move the data from one software to another. Here is one of our Connexit client where they capture the leads via Calendly app, moving them into a sales lead pipeline, then adding into their to-do list, and finally getting notified every time leads captures it. This is just one way. Then if any business can think, maybe copy-pasting data, data entry, sales outreach, social or team updates, anything Connexit can do for businesses. So that is the reason our early adopters has given highest rating in the marketplace where we launched, as well as the business review site. So Connexit was envisioned by myself and my 3 co-founders 2.5 years ago. And with 40 plus years of combined experience from sales and marketing to design and engineering. There is a good opportunity for us of 90 billion market size. But at this moment, a near future targeting our direct competitor Zapier. At this moment, we are just 0.2% of their 3 million users, and we are just 4% of their 140 million annual revenues. After launching of our platform 1.5 years ago, we could able to make 500,000, just crossed 500,000 this month, and then we have 6,000 paid users. So we are looking for investor or partners who can able to invest 1 million to take to achieve our goal 10 million by 2025 for 10% of our company share. Please join us for making future of software automations. Thank you.
So it's time for the last startup. I have only 3 words. Spotify, watch out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm super excited to be here. Hi, thanks for having me. My name is Fish, and I'm a professional musician, or at least a drummer. But nevertheless, I'm here as the CEO of Fermos, the music streaming app of the future. Who likes music? Let me see your hands. Everybody loves music. But the problem is musicians don't earn almost anything through streaming. Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Music, they are great, but they are paying per play count. And the price is 1/3 of a penny. I know Rihanna and Ed Sheeran really love that, but the rest, not so much. And it is almost impossible to listen to local musicians because it is too expensive for them to add the music, and it's impossible to promote it. We have a beautiful working solution that divides the users' money only between the musicians they are learning, and we are building meaningful relationships between the artists and the musicians. We are a subscription-based app, so everything will be really transparent. Let me just paint it out for you. Imagine a Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, and Dropbox. Patreon, you know and you care where your money goes. YouTube, it is for free to add the music. Spotify, it's easy to use. And Dropbox, everything related to music can be stored and accessed straight from there for every musician. So we have paying customers. We have more than 900 artists globally believing in us. We have 5,000 songs, and 2,000 of those are unique and not streamable anywhere else. Let's continue. Our achievement, roadmap, yes, exactly. Our roadmap is 10,000 paying users for 2024, 50,000 users for 2024, and 1 million users years to 2025. So, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. We are creating a way to be able to share the artists' revenue. We have paid content coming over, tickets and donations, and music licensing. We have a great team made in heaven, and okay, that's the old slide. We made this today morning. We are raising 2 million with a 10 million pre-money valuation. Thank you, everyone. Just one more thing. Unfair will never win. Slava Ukraini!
So thank you all for joining. It's a wrap from Tehnopol Startup Incubator side, but we will all wait you in Startup Incubator booth on the demo area. So let's meet in there.
I guess we're starting, right? Those of you who are here, take a seat. We're starting with the pitches. We're going to do half an hour of them, so I suggest that you actually sit down so you're comfy. Yeah, let's get it started. Can I get my slides? I guess. Yay. Welcome. I wanted to ask how are people in the room doing, and I see that you're doing fine. That's great. I'm Zane. I'm the head of brand at Startup Wise Guys, and today we're bringing to you something pretty awesome. We have a whole batch of startups that are accelerating with us in sustainability program. They have come to Tallinn from different places, and you'll see that they do represent quite a crazy international crowd. And we're going to have 5 of them presenting to you today. But I will take a few minutes before we start. And actually, I wanted to ask, is there anybody here in this room that doesn't know what Startup Wise Guys is? Like, I don't see any hands. Anyone? Because then I can go home. Okay, I will still. Okay, one hand. But still, I will take a bit of a moment to tell you something. Who knows that Latitude59 is celebrating 10 years? Woo, right. And so are we. So Startup Wise Guys, Accelerator, and Latitude59 were born around the same time and in the same place. We're also here from Tallinn, from Estonia. And we're celebrating a big anniversary this year. But actually, if we look at the past, we have still kept very true to the initial mission that was written those 10 years back. And the only thing that has changed is that one red word there, sustainable. So we were created to help founders become entrepreneurs, because usually we're working with very, very techie founders that do need to learn the business skills and the sales. At least that was the past. But also, we have always been there to build something great, build something international, build something big. And this year, or was it maybe last year, we added that red word, sustainable. And it wasn't only related to us launching the new vertical in sustainability, along with the other ones we invest in. But it's also there to remind us that sustainable can take different forms. And when we talk about sustainable companies at Startup Wise Guys, what we think of is both companies that can sustain themselves. So the business is sustainable, it can pay the bills, it can pay the salaries, and it can survive for a longer term and bring benefit around them, to the ecosystem, to the market, to the clients, to the investors. And overall, I do believe that every startup actually should be doing something for the betterment of the society in the world. So as you can see, we understand it in a very, very broad term. But today, you're going to hear 5 pitches from startups who are really directly disrupting farm to fork sustainability angle. But I'll tell you about it in a second. We started very humble and very small. 10 years back in Estonia, we were running 1 program a year and then 2 programs a year, investing 10, then 20 startups a year. But right now, we have grown not only global across Europe, we actually are running our first proper and fully online program also in Africa. So really taking over, and as you can see, quite many locations. Of those of you who have no idea where Cosenza is, find Egita. She's accelerating her cyber startups there, and they're actually here at Latitude as well. And we're just launching Bucharest as our newest base for the fintech program. So as you can see, another case of Estonia taking over the world with the startups and investments. I'm not going to bombard you with numbers. There's quite many that I can tell you, but here's a slide where you can see how we have grown. But actually, the part that I like about this one the most is actually two numbers. One, of course, obviously, the exits. And if maybe 2 years back we could only say, okay, we have 1 or 2, right now the exits are really coming in fast. And actually, just last year, I think we got 4 or 5. So the speed is coming, but it's also because the investment cycle takes time, from 5 to 10 years. But actually, the part that I really like is everything related to humans. We have a lot of people in our broader community that we like to call family. We have a lot of founders, we also have a lot of mentors and a lot of investors. And also, for example, now when the Ukraine crisis was happening, it was amazing to see this community helping each other, and there's so many beautiful stories there. Another thing that everybody always says, okay, yeah, like you invest a lot, and right now our portfolio is 300 startups. But what we're also super proud of still today is the survival and success rate, and we don't count the newest investments here, so the ones we have just invested, is above 80%. And that really puts us, I would say, on the front line of all of the European and I would say also international accelerators. And there you see, there's a lot of people. Before COVID, we were actually bringing our portfolio together, and now we have grown 3 or 4 times the size, and we're hoping this year again to reunite our founders in our Wise Guys Getaway. But today we're here to talk about sustainability, and I'll be very quick with this one. We are basically the second sustainability program is reaching its end. We have last week's left, right. I'm looking at Attila, who's managing the program. And here are some aggregated numbers just to give you an idea how this program and this investment batch looks like. So we have 8 teams. We have 10 nationalities and also quite a lot of already employees, but we do hope that number of the people hired by these companies are going to grow rapidly. We also have first-time founders and solo founders. That's always a tough work for us, but I'm particularly proud about the last paragraph there. And we do have female representation as well in this batch, and we have a female CEO running one of the startups. At Startup Wise Guys, we say we are truly international. In our team alone, that is close to 60 people, we have 20 nationalities. And so is this batch. As you can see, we have startups from all over, even from India, and also the Baltics are well represented there in the Central Eastern Europe. I'm clicking back, and actually with this, I wanted to also introduce you to a few important people around this program. I will ask Attila to already join me on the stage as you're going to be next one talking. Attila has a story of his own, right? Because first time we met when the first sustainability program was happening, and he was actually a founder. So he invested in his company. He managed to become an employee of Startup Wise Guys, which says something about your company. But we were very happy to hire somebody who actually knows the drill of building a startup and knows the drill of acceleration and investments. And he's managing these startups. But we also have 3 gentlemen here in the room that have made this possible. We have 3 partners in Denmark that are co-investing and also helping us to manage this program and teach startups about impact. I will ask them to wave to you. So we have Richard here, we have Max, and we have Michael. They're actively investing in sustainability companies together with us and also on their own. So whoever here is not yet from Startup Wise Guys portfolio and you're building a sustainability startup, I think you need to find them and talk with them. And they're also very connected in the Nordics. So if you're looking for some connections or advice, then these 3 guys in our red booth up there is something that you can definitely look for. I'll stop here, Attila, and I think you should take over the stage before I talk more. Thank you so much. And startups, rock it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Zana. Can you hear me? Good stuff. Okay, so hi everyone. As Zana mentioned, my name is Attila and I'm the managing director of the sustainability batch. And I have the pleasure today to introduce you 5 great startups from the batch. And I'm going to start with one of the most experienced founders in the batch, who is actually a second-time founder and who has already had a successful exit. But the good news is his current startup is already doing pretty well. He's a very warm-hearted and kind person with a great sense of humor. But without further ado, let me introduce you to Ankit from Avrio.
Thank you. Hello? Is it working? Yeah. The house in the background which you see is net energy positive. This was built by founders of Avrio. when we were in university participating in an international competition. While working on this project, we realized that our buildings are by far the largest contributor towards climate change, responsible for almost 39% of global carbon emissions. Hello everyone, I'm Ankit, one of the co-founder of Aureo, where we are building solutions to tackle this problem. In order to solve this problem, what essentially we need to do is to couple the financial savings with sustainability. And that's what our solution is all about. If we try to understand the problem is that most of the existing solutions which are available in the market are accessible only by large commercial buildings because they are expensive, complex, and labor intensive. And 90% of our buildings are small. Not just this, those people do not even have access to either time and dedicated resources, unlike large commercial buildings, which have a dedicated team who manage their buildings. So Aureo essentially becomes a one-stop platform in the form of an AI-powered facility manager. If we look at the opportunity, because the market is changing so fast, European Commission has already made it mandatory for any building which has energy consumption of upwards of 290 kilowatt to have a building management solution in place. And not just this, just yesterday night, European Commission has already launched another plan which has extended this target by increasing it from 9% to 13% of improvement in energy efficiency by 2030. Things are moving really fast and we need to solve the problem. In order to do this, the solution which we are building is that first we collect data from different sources of building operations. We organize the data, analyze it, and then provide recommendations to end user and building managers on how they can reduce their energy, optimize maintenance cost, and upgrade their technology with more energy efficient ones. We already have some amazing investors on board. One of them is Schneider Electric, which is a global leader in energy management business. With them, we are launching our product in 3 international geographies, and with more to follow in the coming years. We work on a subscription-based model where we charge a monthly subscription fee per location, per user. We already are growing. This year, we have started to convert the paid pilots from last year and are already looking at an ARR of around $500,000 by end of this year. We already have an amazing team in place. I myself is a serial entrepreneur. My 2 other co-founders are equally passionate about solving the climate crisis, and together we have already seen success with our previous project of building that net zero house. Combined with a strong advisors and a strong second-level management team, we are in a great position to tackle this opportunity. With this, I'd like to thank you for the presentation and for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Ankit, for the great presentation. Just stay on for a second because we are going to ask you 2 questions. So
we can go with him so
okay.
he doesn't feel alone. Where did you travel from, by the way? The startup is from India, but you're based in Europe, right?
Yes. I right now came from Berlin. I was visiting there.
Okay, and I've noticed that you have put the name of your previous startup. Yeah. I just realized I've never asked you about what was it actually about.
It was a logistics solution. So essentially, if you remember in 2014, 2015, a lot of businesses were coming online. They were trying to sell on e-commerce platform, but they were small and they did not have any solution for logistics. So essentially what we did is that we partnered with all third-party logistics providers like FedEx, DHL, Blue Dart, or all the companies. And we provided a standard platforms for those small businesses. So single contract, single invoices, standard tracking IDs in order to track all their parcels, I would say. So yeah, after running it about for 14 years, raising about $1 million or something, we took an exit because we were new, in the sense we were fresh. It was the first startup. We were not able to scale it as we planned to or as we hoped to.
Okay.
Awesome. And so you don't fall asleep. I do have a question for the audience. Okay, raise your hand who understood the startup pitch. Okay, so you can still do it better. Okay, don't see the balcony, you can still participate. Okay, who would want to invest in the startup? You have already. It's a trick. Alrighty, and who would want to, is there anybody who is actually target customer of this startup? That's even most important. Aha, we do have a, yeah, you could be. Then I suggest that you actually talk after this. Thank you so much, and you can introduce the next team. Come with me.
Thank you. Thank you, Ankit. Yeah, thank you very much. And as you can see on the screen, the next team is B-Sage. And the founder, Ru, is the best hustler in the program. And I think it's largely thanks to his vast experience in sales. And as you will notice from his experience, even though that he's from Latvia, but he spent quite a bit of time in the UK. And as you can see from the bees, he's working on a mission that is, I believe, very, very important for humanity. So ladies and gentlemen, Ru, the CEO of B-Sage.
Hi, my name is Ru, and I'm here to tell you how much we owe to the honeybee. Over a third of the world's crops depend on bees. Frighteningly, they are facing serious threats like pesticides and climate change. In the US, almost 46% did not survive last winter. We rely on bees for more than just pollination. It's the livelihood of about 5 million beekeepers worldwide. It's a tough business for many reasons. You might drive 100 kilometers to the apiary and discover that you missed the nectar flow, because flowers don't bloom according to a calendar. Our smart beehive scales help to avoid this situation. Every hour they measure weight, temperature, and humidity, so beekeepers can take advantage of peak blooming periods, get notified, and know exactly when to expand a beehive. It's part of our beehive monitoring system. It boosts productivity and honey yield to benefit the earth through data-driven beekeeping while increasing the revenue of beekeepers. Our sensor node will help with overwintering through capturing sound frequency, and it's leaving the lab in June. B-Sage satisfies the needs of both commercial and hobby beekeepers. There are 615,000 of them in the EU. At 50 euros per month, this gives us an immediate 369 million addressable market. We outshine our competitors through dramatically improved user experience and lower initial investment. Everything works out of the box, and a beekeeper needs less than 100 euros to get started. Since launch, we've been test selling our prototype to 36 customers, and we were growing at 47% per month until we had to slow down due to the global semiconductor shortage, as we've been doing all manufacturing in-house. This is now resolved, and we are back to boosting yield for our customers by up to 20%. We switched to a subscription model, $7.99 per month plus $99 setup fee. As we're getting insights from the data, we're not only going full NASA for beekeeping, but also beyond, for stakeholders in agriculture at large. Our colony of worker bees is competent in hardware, software, and marketing. A technical team of 5 engineers, myself, and our advisor who's been analyzing beehive data for more than 20 years. We'll double our team size, reach new countries, and 300 customers by the end of this year. For this, we need a 300,000 pre-seed, and you can co-invest with Techstars and Startup Wise Guys. The future of the Earth largely depends on bees. The future of bees depends on us. Thank you.
It does, doesn't it, right? By the way, I had the shoes tribute.
Thank you.
I love red. Attila, your questions?
Okay, great presentation, Ru, as you can hear from the reaction from the audience, so congratulations. So why the bees? How did you find the bees? Or how did the bees find you?
Completely serendipitous, just like I found my co-founder. That was the biggest thing, because I had a couple of startup attempts previously, because I was not technical. That forced me into picking up some coding skills from blogs, YouTube, and things like that at a handsome age of 35. And at an IoT hackathon, I met my co-founder. His dad is a hobby beekeeper, and one winter they had this issue where all the bees have disappeared. They found a mouse in the beehive and wondering what the hell happened. So that's when he had this first idea.
So you can blame the mouse, actually, on your startup idea.
That could be the next one, yeah. But so far, we're busy bees. bees, and we wouldn't want to do anything else.
Are you going with the bees yourself? So are you, okay.
I'm learning beekeeping, yeah. So I was like completely inexperienced with that, but I just joined our local beekeepers association. I started a course, I did an apprenticeship with one of our actual clients, and yeah, just can't wait to have my own hives. But for now, yeah, just too much going on with the startup.
Too much of the startup hive.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Do I even need to ask, did you understand the pitch, right? Raise your hands. Everybody? Can we get everybody? No, some are in the phones. Okay, I see the technical people are with us, and that's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, who would want to invest in them? Okay, Astas, okay, or mentors, or teams investing. Okay, the teams also. Anybody else? Or only started wise guys co-investing and reinvesting in something.
Important mission for humanity, don't forget.
All right, but who would actually want to join the team and save the bees?
We're looking for some people actually, community manager, manufacturing operator, marketing.
I see you
come speak to me and I'll show you exactly how this works as well.
And I want to know how that works, but with that I think we can floor to the next startup. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so the next team I'm going to introduce you today is the youngest team in the batch. They are young, they are brave, and they are on a mission. They are actually from Romania, and we have found them from our Jump for CEE program. And this is not the place for promotion, but this is a program Startup Wise Guys started to change and to bring entrepreneurs or young entrepreneurs into the online world. And Raresh, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Raresh is the CEO of Accelerator.
Hello everyone, I am Raresh and I'm a co-founder at Accelerator. First, let's start with a story. Let's imagine Luigi. He has an Italian restaurant, everything goes well, but sometimes he has to throw away some delicious food. Doesn't sound that bad, but in the world are many more in the same situation as Luigi. So the sad truth is that in Europe, every year we waste 90 million tons of food. So that's why we need to come up with a solution. Our solution is Accelerator. We help restaurants to transform surplus food into profit by selling it to our users through our app. To validate the idea, we created a Facebook group that at this moment has more than 10,000 members and 35 restaurants as partners. Our users, to get the food, they need to select their favorite restaurant, reserve the meal, and then in the given time chosen by the restaurant, they have to go there and pick up the food. Our numbers, so far, we saved more than 10,000 meals, equivalent of more than 5 tons of food and 30,000 euros money and food that otherwise would end up in the trash. Yes, we have competitors in Romania, Izmanch and Bonap, and the market leader is Too Good To Go. But they all do what we already do on the Facebook group. So we are going to take a step forward. We will innovate the market, introduce our community into our mission, and delivery with bikes. Our business model is the commission fee taken from the restaurant. Our target market is Eastern Europe with 700,000 food locals, and we aim to reach 7,000 of them by 2024. Our roadmap for this year is to launch in 1st of July our app, to end the year with 450 restaurants and 70,000 MRR. Our impact goal for this year is to reduce 150,000 kilograms of CO2 emissions by saving 60 tons of food in alignment with the EU taxonomy and the 12.3 SDG. Our team is created by me and Marius, co-founders. We met 5 years ago at university with marketing background. Razvan is our CTO and our advisor, Vlad. In the end, we want to announce that we are fundraising. We need 250,000 to scale up. Thank you for listening.
So we go from bees to restaurants. Awesome.
Yeah, I know that you have quite an interesting story on how did you started your business before you. Right now, you don't even have your app. So how did you get your first customers?
Yeah, we started last summer. I met Marius, and we just starting to walk around the city. We've entered a mall, and there is a food court on the last floor. We just ask some restaurants. We tell them that, hey, we want to help you to not throw away food. It's a win-win-win for everybody. We said that, hey, we have a Facebook group where we can post your offers. They said yes, and this is how we started. After the first week, we had more than 1,000 members, and from that, you can see it now. Yeah.
And we have a very important question. When can we use your app in Baltics?
Next year. And maybe even faster than that, if we can find some potential people who can help us with introducing us to the restaurants here in the Baltics.
Okay, well, the food court is out there. You can start and then hack it again.
We will have a look tonight over there to be sure that it's no waste.
Awesome, awesome. So again, same question from me. No applauding yet. Well, you can applaud. So the first question is, did you understand what they're doing? Raise your hands. Okay, again, we are almost getting everyone. I don't get the balcony. I don't know what you're doing there. Second question, would you invest in Clever Eats? Okay, yes. You're like client, you're like investor, everything. I like your approach. And anybody would want to connect him with any restaurant? Maybe there's somebody who can help with the connections in the Baltics. Yeah, Lithuania, there you go. One market. Anybody from Latvia? I know we say I can. Okay, anybody from Estonia? Yeah, okay, yeah. Are you from restaurants or you can connect? Well, anything. So we don't see you, but you're there, and that's good. Awesome. So see, you already have 3 countries expansion prepared. So we're good, and we'll let the other startup pitch.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you.
Applaud.
Here we go. Thank you. So this is an additional element of this pitching contest that we can very quickly solve all the problems of the startups just in 2 minutes. Not just kidding. So the next team I'm going to introduce you, SenseGrass, is represented by their Chief Scientific Officer, Tarak. And this startup is particularly close to my heart because, as Zana mentioned, before I joined Startup Wise Guys, I had my own startup, which was in agriculture. Indeed, the problem they are right now working on and that we are trying to solve was identified by myself as well. So I cheer for you to succeed. Tarak, please come on stage and introduce SenseGrass.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Tarak, CSO of SenseGrass. So let's start with our first client, meet Marcelo. He's a senior procurement officer at Agriculture Division at PepsiCo. So he witnessed 3 major problems: excessive fertilizers, leading to soil degradation, and ultimately crop loss. So looking at scale, so there is 600 million yield is discarded, which is $15 billion loss. And more than that, it's tons of carbon footprint. Imagine a tool giving you actionable insights from live soil data. This is exactly what we are building, world's first farm OS, which precisely takes all the data points from the historic soil data and also in-house soil data we have, creating an AI agronomist which could precisely help you with real-time crop health. So to understand it more in depth, so our AI at the dynamic level, it helps the farmers to tell the right amount of fertilizer and a combination for precise location so that it could save costs and increase yield. So we were able to build this system so that the crop yield could increase by 20% with 40% lower costs. And it has been already been used by the top 5 agro corporates. So coming to our competition, so the most of the competitors are mainly including the data visualization, which is complex to understand for the farmers to use, whereas we are able to not just give the data, but also giving actionable insights where we are able to tell them like how much to use or how much to put the fertilizer. And not only that, we have a patented soil sensor which uses optical spectroscopy, easy to calibrate and easy to use. And apart from that, we also use the GIS analyticals, which gives the forecast data and weather data as well. Coming to our business model, it's free for farmers, and for agro corporates, we have SaaS and IoT SaaS bundle, where the ticket size starts from 25K with 6x ROI. So our current traction from the last 8 months, we have 70K USD annual ARR, and monthly, last month is 7K USD. And we have 11 clients and sales funnel of 1.6 million worth of LOAs and pre-bookings. So agritech, as you know, agritech is the next big market as food increase of the food demand has been inevitable. So we have to depend on the soil sensors and the data. So our team mainly are from different backgrounds. We are a blend of technology, business, and agronomy. And we have been in Forbes 30 under 30, and we have 2 successful exits. And most important, we are from farming family. And our current ask is 1.5 million to connect with the B2B customers and also mentoring with the sales. Thank you.
Thank you for the pitch. I will start quickly with a question to the audience who understood what they're doing. We have less hands, but hey, we have to appreciate. We have like chief science officer pitching, and actually, yes, let's applaud. And this is exactly the part where founders are turned into entrepreneurs and scientific co-founders or technical co-founders are turned into great pitch masters. So clearly you have space for improvement, but I always celebrate everyone who's brave enough and to do it instead of the business and CEO guys. So well done on that one. Ateli, your questions?
Yes, the question to you, Tarak. You have mentioned quite a few times the AI agronomist. So can you just elaborate a little bit, how does that work?
You mean the AI agronomist?
Yes.
So basically, so as I said, like most of the competitors, they basically so they collect data from the soil sensors. So they visualize, okay, this is the nitrogen, this is the phosphorus, or this is the potassium, NPKs that are usually used as fertilizers for the soil, for the crop health. But whereas we are not just visualizing the data, but we are also telling them like, okay, this is the amount of fertilizer that is there already in the soil. So you must include this much amount of, X amount of fertilizer that has to be added. So that the farmers can take care of the soil crop health, but not giving excessive fertilizers.
So that can also greatly reduce the unused amount of fertilizer.
Exactly. So that they can focus only on the crop yield and crop sales, but not on the other things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Thanks so much. As somebody who also has a garden occasionally, I love it. But actually, I would not be able to use this. And actually, I had a question to you. How do you see the work with the clients, and especially in the sales, how ready they are to actually use technology for these things?
Basically, they're happy. As I said, like starting with one of the clients we have. So they had this major issue with this excessive usage of fertilizers, and then sometimes the yield goes up or yield goes down. So they're not sure like what exactly wrong with our problem. So what exactly wrong we are doing to make a difference. So then when they started to look at the data, and then when there is this AI-based agronomist which we are providing, so they were able to understand, okay, this is the problem where we are using excess, and this is the point where we are using less. So that helped them to boost their yield. So that's how we solve the problem.
I'm so happy to hear that you don't have an issue with the audience getting into technologies. Okay, questions from me again. As I asked already about the pitch, so who would invest in them? I would. Okay, I see volunteers are joining. That's awesome. There's new business angels.
Are you sure you don't want food anymore?
I like your approach. Alrighty, and anybody knows the clients for them? Maybe somebody knows large agricultures. Anybody? Yeah, no, nobody on balcony. Okay, so clearly you need to look more for those. Thank you so much. We're ready for the next startup.
Sure. And the final startup that I'm going to introduce to you today, is MapMyCrop, represented by Neil. And the most interesting, or maybe the most unique thing about him is that he's just traveled from India for this event for Latitude59. So I think it also talks about, the importance of this meeting globally, the event globally. I think he's one of the founders who has improved the most throughout the program, and I'm pretty sure you will see this in his presentation as well. So ladies and gentlemen, Neil from MapMyCrop.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Neil, and I'm the CEO of MapMyCrop. So India has 150 million farmers, which are currently putting food on table for 1.2 billion people. That's a big number. And they do this without any technology or scientific practice, which has led to two big problems. One, we have low crop yield, and 40% of the land is degradable. And this is not only India's problem. Globally, 84% are small and medium farmers who face exactly the same problem. And if you don't do something, 40 or 50% land would go away of agriculture. So we built MapMyCrop, which is an end-to-end crop monitoring platform. What MapMyCrop does is it helps farmers and agro corporates focus in right area, which needs attention. We tell them when to water, where exactly to water, when to put pesticides, how to put pesticides. And this is doing amazingly well for our current farmers. And it's packed with almost 20 plus different features. Now, you all are wondering, how do I do it? What makes us different? So don't be bothered by this complex looking diagram. What we do is very simple. We use satellite imagery, weather data, economics data, and we have last 20 years of historical satellite image, which we aggregate together and are into our AI model, which does the magic. This is an example of an automatic crop detection. So tomorrow, if you want to buy 10,000 tons of sugarcane, I can tell you where and exactly how you can find it. To talk about our traction, we're currently helping over 1.8 million farmers across globe to help them practice sustainable agriculture. And we're not only helping farmers, we're also helping a lot of agro corporates leverage our technology in, let it be banks, insurance companies, agro corporates, via our API and white label models. And we've got an order booking of $120,000. Currently, our market is at $3 billion and expected to go to $24 billion by 2025. And we are targeting a 0.6 billion SOM by the end of 2023. We want to try and be aggressive. Our pricing model is simple. We have a free and a paid version, which costs anywhere between $1 to $5 per farmer per month, depending on the region. And for banks and insurance company, we charge anywhere between $2 to $5 per month. What makes us unique compared to all our competitors is we are the only company which is serving crop maps for all growth stage. Early, mid, late, you talk about soil, carbon, we have all it covered. And we do this with the highest accuracy of 3 meters. And we are not only stopping here. We've already achieved a 1 meter accuracy, which we are launching in the months to come soon. We want to make sure that we have the first mover and leverage of technology. I have a master's in geoinformatics, which is essentially a satellite imaging processing. And also, I own quite a bit of farming land. And I'm glad to have a wonderful team of young and passionate AI machine learning who have been working over a decade to solve different problems. We are planning to raise $500,000, which will enable us to reach an MRR of $50,000 a month. And finally, sustainability. For us, sustainability is not a buzzword. We are truly passionate about it. We believe in measuring it, tracking the impacts we do over a period of time, and we publish it into our quarterly impact reports. Thank you.
Great job, Neil.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great presentation.
Yes.
And a trick question, I know that one of the slides was supposed to have a video, so some people might be interested about your product. Is there a chance to see that?
Yes. So actually, it was a PDF version. That's why it didn't work. So what we essentially do is, let's just say we take a satellite image of Estonia, and we first find out where the crops farmland is present and remove the city area. Once we know where the farms are present, our AI model would run and find which crops are growing, like where maize is growing, where beans are growing, where sugarcane is growing. It can automatically detect that. Then a MapMyCrop API comes in picture, and we can exactly tell you if tomorrow you want to buy maize in Estonia, how much is available maize in Estonia right given moment, and which could be used by different researchers, agro companies, and so on. So it's an entire end-to-end AI-based model, entirely automatic, no manual intervention needed.
The reason I said it was a trick question because I know that you have a booth upstairs.
Yes.
So anybody is interested about the product, you can have a live demo presented by Neil himself. Check him out.
Yes.
Okay, well, all right. As we're almost out of time, quick question from my side. So, did you understand what he's doing? Yay! Well, half of the room, so we can still improve. That's good. Would you invest in him? All right, yeah. CEO, I see in the back, the CEO of Startup Wise Guys is again raising hand. I think you have to talk about the follow-on. All righty, and anybody know somebody that can be a good contact for him to find at Latitude? Yeah, no hands? Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say thank you so much for the pitch. I'm going to take the clicker from you. And just a very, very quick note from us, and we're sorry for the next ones up on stage for taking a bit of your time. It wasn't our intention. And with this, I just wanted to remind you that Startup Wise Guys Accelerator and Investment Fund is always looking for good startups. Right now, we have many applications open. So as I mentioned, fintech program in Bucharest, SaaS program in Africa, sustainability program next, sustainability program in Copenhagen. And we have the partners here, as I already mentioned. So basically, if you are an early stage startup and you could benefit from money and from brains, we're there for you. Startup Wise Guys, thank you so much, Latitude59, and have an awesome 2 days.
Hello. Next half an hour will be space-related, as we are giving you a slight overview of who we are, what we are, and then you will hear our alumni, and 3 alumni and 1 active incubee of what they are doing space-related. I'm Sven, and I'm the manager of European Space Agency's Business Incubation Center, or shortly ESABIC Estonia. And it's a good time to give a really quick recap of what's happening, since ESABIC Estonia was founded almost 5 years ago. November 7, 2017. And we had a huge optimistic goal to have 20 startups that are heavily space related. And guess what? 2 days ago, we selected our 20th startup, which is 1 milestone achieved. And our goal was to support lots of different space activities, create amazing jobs, be the spokespersons for space-related activities. And now the 19 startups want to be contracted has got the investment from us almost a bit over 800,000 euros, and all of them together have raised almost 10 million euros. And when the first startups started with us, they had altogether, let's say, 7 employees. But now if you take all of the companies, they are offering jobs for almost 150 people. So in my case, it's a huge success seeing that Estonia is a space nation. There is lots of space potential here in Estonia, and the companies are the best showcase with it. But since everything has been a bit over time, I'll keep my words short, and I'd really like to introduce our first startup who's offering precision navigation service as a service. And he's offering it by the name of Stargate. So, Simon, please come on stage and tell people about your business.
Hi, everyone. I believe that I'm here for a reason today. GPS industry has changed. Look at the hardware. This is a professional GPS receiver. It was built by my team a few years ago. New receivers can basically do the same thing, but they're 20 times smaller, 20 times lighter, and 20 times cheaper. The industry has changed, but it's not the main reason why I'm here. Maybe I'm here because GPS users have changed. Traditionally, construction workers used precise positioning technologies, but now there are new markets applications emerging, like drones, outdoor robots for delivery, agriculture, and even autonomous lawn mowers. The users have changed, but it's not the main reason why I'm here. I'm here because despite all these new trends, GPS infrastructure on the ground remains the same. Let me explain here a little bit more. For centimeter-level positioning accuracy, you need satellites in the sky, a receiver like the one I showed you, and also access to correction services. This technology has been around for more than 10 years, but it was never designed to serve large fleets of autonomous devices. Look at this example in Spain. There are multiple correction services in this country. But if I would like my robots work all around Spain, I'll have to connect to each service separately, manually create hundreds of accounts for my robots, and then ask my engineers to work on compatibility. And then in the next country, I'll have to do this again. We saw that problem and created Stargate, a platform that aggregates and unifies all existing correction services. It solves all the problems I mentioned. We launched Stargate last year, and all the bright places you see on the map are the places where Stargate is available right now. And the market is promising. It will triple over the next 10 years from 20 to 60 billion euros. And also the importance of these correction services will grow over the time. It's driven by the new market applications. And this is what we are focusing on. And we got our first client, a company from Germany. They're using Stargate in Germany, Italy, Spain, and right now in the United States. There is competition, especially from big established companies, but they also not designed for fleets. They won't be able to compete on pricing because they have to run and maintain their own infrastructure. And there are also lots of compatibility issues. We would like to expand Stargate, work on the product. That's why we would like to fundraise. And we went to European Space Agency and applied for financing of 200,000 euros. And we have to match it with a private investment. So if you want to jump on this train with ESA, you're in the right place. I believe with Stargate, GPS infrastructure won't be the same. It's going to be truly accessible for robots, drones, autonomous machines. And if you want to build it with us, please come talk to me after the show. Thank you. I'm Simon, introducing Stargate.
Yeah. So, thank you, Simon. Is there a question from audience, by any chance? Yeah. No? Okay. If not, I'd ask you a question. What's the most difficult thing when you're trying to sell your idea to any of the companies?
Oh, because the market is emerging. It's forming right now, today, at this moment. That's why there is all approaches, because this technology, as I said, has been around for more than 10 years. It's designed for different audiences, land surveyors, construction guys, farmers, miners, and no one is thinking about drones, no one is thinking about autonomous vehicles, about robotics. So that's the one reason. The other reason is that people who are building robots, they're coming from with different background. They are not land surveyors, construction guys, etc. And sometimes they have questions, how can I implement this technology? How can I implement it so that it works correct? What hardware should I use? What protocol should I use? So it generally takes time to go through all these issues. Deal time takes some time, but we're on the right track.
Yeah. Amazing. You're doing a good job. Give another applause to Simon. Thank you. Next up, company solving an issue that I didn't know even was an issue. The guys at 10 Lines are developing robots that are doing the parking lot striping work for the people. But I'm not expert on that area, so I welcome Tarmo to talk about 10 Lines and what they are doing.
Thank you. So, hi, my name is Tarmo Prints. I'm the CEO and co-founder of 10 Lines. In 10 Lines, we're innovating the parking lot striping industry by developing autonomous striping robots. Each and every one of us is using parking lots in one or the other way, and the lines on the asphalt are a necessity to be able to park cars safely and correctly. The problem of parking lot striping today is that the way that the lines are being made is very inefficient. About 70% of the time is spent on measuring and pre-marking. It means that the ends and beginnings of the lines are measured, pre-marked, and put down with a chalk line before any of the actual lines are being painted. This is time-consuming, and it's usually done by the teams of 2 to 4 people. Our solution to this problem is an autonomous striping robot that stripes parking lots up to 7 times faster while requiring just a single operator. Our robots also reduce the CO2 emissions by almost 2 tons per year, and they work happily during the night hours, because this is when usually many of the parking lots are empty and the lines can actually be painted. My co-founder Janno and I, together with our team of engineers, decided to bring this innovation to the striping industry. With Janno's background in technology, robotics, AI, and my background in the striping industry, we make a good team to innovate it. Our business model is quite simple. We rent our robots out to the striping companies. There are thousands of companies who provide the striping service to their clients, and today they're using the old manual methods. We provide the robot as a service, and we charge a cost of a single worker per month for the robot. Our target markets are both Europe and US, but when we talk about US alone, the market size is about $6 billion annually. There are about 800 million parking spaces that are being striped either every year or every other year, and we have existing LOIs from companies in the US. In the future, we will be expanding from parking lots to airports, harbors, roads, but we also see and believe into something that we call smart lines. We believe that the lines on the asphalt are going to be smart in the future. The codes and patterns in the lines are going to be part of smart city solutions, and the data about the line condition is going to be important for autonomous navigation, but also to know exactly when is the right time to go back and paint the lines again. Our competition today is the manual equipment, the equipment that hasn't really changed for decades. There are also a couple of small robots that have been designed to paint lines on football fields, but they don't really fit for the permanent lines on asphalt. At the moment we're in the development phase. We have painted several parking lots and also lines at the National Airport of Estonia during our pilot projects. We're also currently getting ready to file our patent application this month, and soon we are raising our A-round investment. So if you feel like you would like to talk about this with us, this is a very good time to do it now. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Tarmo. First things first. Audience, is there any questions to Tarmo right now regarding the business he's doing? No? Okay, it's all me again. Tarmo, when you first approached us, you told me about parking robots. What made you to start into this business? Did you just one day woke up and, hey, let's build robots that will be doing parking lines in the parking lots? So well, what's the story behind that?
Not really. Well, usually the good ideas come from real pain. And in 2010, I started a company with a friend that stripes more than half of the parking lots in this country today. I moved away from the daily operations in 2017 because I was really tired of the manual processes, of the problems that we had with labor, with the methods, and I was trying to find technology from the industry producers, but there was really nothing that was actually innovative. They had little improvements in the manual machines, but nothing that would really make the business much more better business. And then I ran into my co-founder Janno in 2018, and we started talking about this. I talked about my pain and problem, and he told me that, yeah, but I've been working with robots, and I understand robots, and I understand the technology, and that's where it all started. So today we have robots that actually paint nice lines on asphalt.
Yeah, amazing journey, and it's a good example of what the actual pain is. And the guys from their own problems, they've built up something amazing that's now raising funds and operating, already doing demos and everything. So, amazing job. Another round of applause for Tarmo.
Thank you.
And next up is a futuristic company. When they first approached us by saying, hey, let's make oxygen, I thought, really? Science fiction. But as I'm not, once again, an expert in this area, I welcome Gary Urb from UpCatalyst to talk about the idea of how everything works by creating oxygen.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm Gary Urb, and I'm from UpCatalyst. UpCatalyst is going to lead the world to sustainable electrical vehicles by providing sustainable carbon materials for making better batteries. As you might know, there is currently rapid growth of electrical vehicle market. But probably what you don't know is that each electrical vehicle needs about 66 kilograms of graphitic materials. And there are no sources available for this kind of market growth right now. And the other problem is that this graphite is produced too far away, and it's dominated by China, and Europe is importing about 98%. And therefore, EU has declared this as a critical raw material. Up Catalyst has a really great solution to solve that. We can take CO2 emissions directly from the heavy industry emitters, and with our electrolysis technology, we can turn it to the carbon and oxygen. From the carbon, we can make carbon nanomaterials and graphite, which are valuable materials from the batteries, and from the oxygen, I will tell you later. At the moment, we can produce already carbon, multi-volt carbon nanotubes, carbon nanofibers, carbon nanospheres, and of course, graphite. And comparing to the competition, we are carbon negative. We consume more CO2 than competitors emit. And these products can be produced locally in each country. Our market potential is huge. We have already validated our products by different customers. We have already some traction. And when we scale up our technology to ton scale, we are ready to provide our products to large-scale battery manufacturers who need these products in thousands of tons. Our growth is really rapid. Our company was established in 2019, and we aim to get to a billion revenue company by 2030. Our scale-up is also very rapid. Last year, we built already our kilogram-scale reactors. These are up and running, and we are building already large-scale manufacturing unit. We have a really great team to make it all happen with all the scientific background and also from the industry background. I personally have more than 13 years from the industry. And we are right now starting to look for a next investment round, which will be about 7 million euros. And if there's any interesting, just reach me out. And regarding the oxygen, when we are getting our production up and running, we will build it on the Mars and produce also oxygen in the same time. Thank you.
Thank you, Kari. Once again, I'll try to still encourage you guys. Do you have a question for Kari since he's doing science fiction? Still no. All right. Let's figure something out. You already brought out the topic of Mars and the Mars missions. What would be the next big thing that would hit you off the ground and achieve the goal at some point? You being a key part of the future Mars or Moon habitats.
So the next big thing would be definitely when Elon Musk will go to the Mars, and then they need to establish the civilization there, and they need oxygen. So there is no other chance right now that they can take us to on board, and we can build it together.
So whoever has a direct contact with Elon Musk, please help Gary out to get his oxygen onto the Moon or Mars.
Thank you.
Anyways, round of applause. And last but not the least, fourth team will talk to you about how to give eyes to the autonomous vehicles. And I welcome Sergey to the stage to talk about light code photonics.
Hello. I'm Sergey from Light Code Photonics, and we changed the way the robot looks at you. Autonomous robotics will solve all our problems. It will decrease labor shortage we have, and it will solve our growing demands. It will also help to make our economy green. But the robots have a big problem now. They can't see very well. The sensor kit for a robot to navigate autonomously and see the world around it is too high cost. And the biggest part of that is the LiDAR. Only big robots can afford that so far, but there are a lot of smaller ones that also need to see better, and we can help them. With better eyes, the market will grow even faster than it is growing now. Our technology is the trick how to make a cheap sensor to perform as a very expensive one. We take a very low-resolution sensor, 12 pixels, and we use our proprietary light code zoom technology to operate it as a perfectly fine 1500 pixel LiDAR. We use the same basic principles that the market leaders are doing, but we are changing the perception technology, not the detection technology like they are. Therefore, we are offering our MVP and piloting this year already, and this is our key feature. Not only we increase the resolution 128 times, but it also provides several video feeds in parallel so the robot can navigate and navigate around and perceive the hazards at the same time at a higher rate than the updating the map around them. We provide a new landmark on the map of technologies. One of our competitors push to very high cost, high performance LiDARs, while the others push to low cost, but they cannot afford high performance. We are solving both at the same time. Our camera is compact, affordable, solid state, economic, and fits every robot. We have successfully raised 2 rounds and built proof of concept prototype, filed 3 patents, and shrunk the prototype down by a huge factor. Now we are raising a seed round to manufacture piloting units, achieve product market fit, and first revenue. And our next stage will be to build our own silicon LiDAR, LiDAR on a chip solution, and go below the, go into the phones, basically. This is our team, extreme talents, both in business development and tech development, and also advisors and investors. And you can join our team. We are looking for a seed round to achieve better camera performance, validate product market fit, enhance our patent portfolio. 3 patents are already pending, and we plan to submit more. Join us at our stand to look at our proof of concept prototype, and write us email. We are waiting for your offers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey. As I obviously figured there's no questions from the audience, I have 2 this time. One is a bit on the ground, is that what makes your 3D camera better than existing LiDAR systems?
To go to the market with our camera, we don't need to develop custom silicon chips, which is very expensive and very long process. Therefore, we are available to get to the market fast with a technology, with a performance that is no worse than the competitors trying to achieve. That's the key point. By using our light-coded zoom technology, we are able to do that.
Amazing, amazing. And the other one is a bit off the ground, is that could your technology to be used someday on a space shuttles as a docking aid?
Sure. It's not someday. We're already launching the collaboration with ESA on developing the concept how this camera can be used and where, and not only in docking, but also in autonomous rovers on Mars. They also need to deliver pizza on Mars now.
Amazing, amazing. Another round of applause to Sergey for such an awesome pitch.
Thank you.
So, just the final words for me is that you saw 4 totally different companies, and you saw that space is not only launching rockets and building satellites, it's on the ground, it's right now. And ESABIC Estonia is open for applications. Our next deadline is in the middle of October, and we need more space. Thank you.
Hi, hello. My name is Daria. I'm a community manager at Health Founders. So welcome to half an hour with the Health Founders teams. So a bit about Health Founders. We are the first health technology accelerator in the Baltics, and we help exceptional founders develop breakthrough ideas into sustainable business models. So how we help the teams and the startups, we provide them with expert mentors. We have mentors from Estonia, but also from different corners of the world. So really good board of mentors. Then we provide the unique program. It's a 9-month program that we do. The third one is Community Hub, which we have at the Ülemiste Smart City. And also we have amazing industry partners, and you can see them down over there. And then the investor community. So with further ado, these are the teams that you will be hearing pitching during the next half an hour. So Nordica Medical will be next. But before that, I will let also Siim speak.
Yep.
And
all right. Thank you very much, Darja. Just a very quick announcement. We have launched a new Estonian startup ecosystem organization called DTX Estonia, the Alliance of Estonian Digital Therapeutics Manufacturers. What is a DTX, you might ask? Well, imagine a few years into the future where you go to your doctor and instead of prescribing you a pill, they prescribe you an app, software, to treat your condition. This is the future that we are heading for. And we believe Estonia can have a massive impact building these solutions globally. And that's why we have brought together those young companies who are building DTX solutions in Estonia. So, digital therapeutics, clinically validated software applications prescribed by doctors to prevent, manage, or treat a medical condition. This is probably one of the most innovative and exciting areas in health technology today. The companies that you will also be hearing from today are building some really amazing solutions, from a digital headache clinic to speech therapy platform to cardiometabolic disease prevention. Huge problems to solve with software. And again, the companies you will meet in a second. So if you are an up-and-coming startup looking to build a DTX, please come and talk to us. We'd love to work with you and get you into the team. Thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Olesya Bondarenko. I'm CEO of Nordica Medical. Nordica Medical is developing advanced products against wound infection. I see something happened with my presentation, but not with my product. So our first product is antibacterial wound dressing that is mainly for diabetics, because diabetics are at the highest risk of wound infection. Because 1 out of 5 diabetics develops chronic wounds, and that are frequently infected by bacteria. And if this infection persists, a diabetic needs an amputation. And as a result, about 10 million amputations occur annually, and that's a huge problem. But it is also a massive opportunity for the companies like Nordica. Current solutions don't work. They are antibiotics, they are not helping, not against drug-resistant bacteria, and there are silver-based wound dressings that do not inactivate bacteria entirely. So our team found a way how to boost antibacterial effect of silver, traditional bactericidal component. And as a result, we developed a novel technology that is based on nanoparticles and that provides 8 times better infection treatment compared to the current commercial best. It's effective against antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and it improves the wound healing. So our innovation is located here in the skin contact layer of this patch. This is a combination of nanoparticles that kill bacteria very efficiently, reduce inflammation, and in this way they are eliminating infection completely and lead to the complete wound healing. The global market of this kind of dressings is growing. It's around 3 billion euros currently. And we plan to enter this market via B2B model. We are currently validating our products with medical doctors in hospitals, and we will sell it via distributors. So far, our company was mainly funded by scientific grants. We did prototypes of the dressings, started the protection of the IP, and are entering the clinical trial. We also hired new people. And to move on, we are raising money. We plan to get 500,000 from investors and double it using non-dilutive grants. And this will be invested into regulatory compliance, intellectual property, and business development. Our team is excellent. We have researchers, we have medical doctors, and entrepreneurs with biotech background. So join us to improve the lives of hundreds of millions of patients. Please reach me out if you have additional questions. Thank you.
Hi. I'm Margus Simson, and I'm representing the company called Life, and I need a clicker as well, thank you. So, our product is all about mental health. There's approximately 1 billion people out there who suffer different mental health conditions, depression, burnout, just name it. And we are believing very much that we can make their lives worth living again. The biggest problem on that slide is actually on the very bottom. Majority of the people, even in the rich Western societies, never get the mental health treatment that they actually do need. And when we are going into the therapists and try to understand where all of this problem is coming from, they are very clearly saying people have a major gap between how they live their lives and how they want to live their lives. This gap, the bigger it is, the bigger also the mental health problem that you are facing. There's a lot of scientific backing behind what we do, not going into the numbers, but hundreds and hundreds of research that basically say that the thing that we do makes sense. Can somebody put my thing back on? So, thank you. So, the bigger the gap between your values and how you really live, the bigger your mental health problem. When we look into the therapeutic journey, there's basically 2 major steps that we are going through here. The first, how do you live your life? What kind of things and activities do you really do? And the second one, where and how you want to live your life. And then the third step for us is mostly about how to get you from the current lifestyle into the future lifestyle in small, small nudges that are helping you to push towards the better future. There's already tons of different tools out there today, calendars, time management things, mood journals, psychotherapy, etc. But they all miss one very big thing that we do have. And that one is we combine the time management, psychology, all of those routines and other things into one common application. If you want to imagine it in a way, then just think about a calendar that knows everything about the activities that you do, how they really match your values. Do they really matter to you? Do you feel good doing those things? So the next time you go for the 4-hour reunion with your relatives on Saturday, you really ask yourself, is it the best way how I can use my time, or is there something else I should do instead? We are in 2 things, mitigating the mental health issues, decreasing the demand for the therapy. And we have a couple of set of unique technologies that are really focusing on, we have the scoring engine that can measure the value of an hour of the time that you are spending. Combining that one with a heavy database and AI-powered and psychology supported recommendations, that's where we can algorithmically help to change the people to live their lives in a better way. This is how the app looks like. The version 0.3, the MVP, is coming out in approximately 2 months. And our end users are mostly going to be the problems, people who really admit that they have a problem and they are willing to do something about it. The person who is going to the therapist and paying 400 euros per month in order to get the therapeutic need, they are the customers who have both the time and money to use this application. Competitive landscape is tough, but we are aiming for the territories that are combining the different tools together. So this is where we are saying we have never seen an app so far in the landscape that is doing what we do. The business model, purely revenue, is based on the subscriptions. We are never, ever going to monetize the data that the users are going to give to us. The market size, 500 million, approximately the total available market. We are targeting approximately 10 million in 4 years' time. Go-to-market relies heavily on the partnerships and then this kind of social media and then support from the therapeutic side. Looking for funding, 1 million euros, in order to speed up the app development. We are fully self-funded. We are not in immediate need for money, but in order to get faster to market and acquire more customers, money would be always helpful. And in 3 years' time, we want to be approximately 1.3 million customers, with 300,000 of them being the paying ones. We have a very good team solidly in place. Data and AI competence coming strongly from Latvia. Psychological support and scientific support coming from the United States, and me helping to combine it all into the product. Thank you for listening. I'm here for any kind of questions.
Hi, everyone. I'm Katrina, CEO and co-founder of Estonia's first software-based medical device company. I have had migraine as a health issue for more than 17 years. 7 years ago, I lost my speaking and moving ability due to migraine complications, and found out that there are more than 1 million people like me in the world. And 42 million migraine attacks happen every single day. Imagine the amount of pain. But there's an enormous healthcare gap. Only 1% to 4% of people get evidence-based help in the healthcare system. And the costs are way more than you can imagine. So 2 years ago, we decided to start building first digital headache clinic in the world. We validated the solution in a clinical pilot study and saw that we can help more than 10 times more patients than in a conventional setting. Now we're testing the same solution in a clinical intervention study in Tartu University Hospital. Wow, the slides are old. We have some competitors, but that's okay. The biggest competitor for us is the conventional treatment provided in a healthcare system. Our solution is evidence-based. It allows 10 times higher patient throughput, and it's a multidisciplinary treatment for migraine patients. We have more than 4,000 patients in 50 countries already. And we're bringing to the market, extending this freemium model also to B2B SaaS. We're opening up a 2.5 million seed round, and our solution is built by the greatest headache specialist of Estonia. Thank you. I'm Katrina. Headache really matters.
Hello, I'm Priit. I'm the CEO of DermTest. DermTest is a digital toolbox for managing everything digital related to dermatological conditions. Why skin? Skin is the largest organ. It gives critical information on your health. A study shows that 30% of initial GP visits include something related to skin. At the same time, dermatological care is not just about dermatologists. It's interdisciplinary, every sector of the healthcare system. There's an unmet need to cover dermatological care across care levels in a patient pathway way that the patient gets the treatment from the very beginning and gets it at the end, even if the patient is at another place. Skin is the top 4 non-fatal disease in terms of disease burden. So DermTest enables that. It enables integrated skin condition management across care levels. We have more than 70 clinics, hospitals using our service, more than 2,000 clinical cases managed. How we have grown. 3 years ago, we were just focusing on one skin disease, skin cancer. We completed the world's largest clinical study on teledermoscopy. We covered the whole country and implemented in 3 others and achieved public reimbursement. We saved hundreds of lives. Now, the digital toolbox is a complex disease management platform from acute to chronic skin diseases. We have photo management, treatment plan generation, colleague support, consultations, and so on. Everything you need in a hospital. Our users are public hospitals, family practices, private clinics, health networks, home nurses. We connect those clinics to enable collaboration and managing treatment for the patients in an integrated way. It's not only skin diseases, it's also, for example, eyes, aesthetics, surgery, even orthopedics. We target the market with a SaaS model and also a reimbursement model. We grow and we're fundraising. We have a great team to support our cause, tackling the complex disease and solving the care for a better patient experience. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Anlen Maho. Do we have the slides? Yes, we have. My name is Anlen Maho. I am the CEO and co-founder of TheraSync. TheraSync is a platform for people with mental health issues and their care team. And this is Irina. Irina is a 54-year-old woman, currently unemployed due to depression. Depression, as you might know, is a disease that takes all your mental capacity to work or function as a human being. And she is not alone. Approximately, there are 400 million people suffering from depression globally. And mental health issues cost the global economy approximately $1 trillion per year in lost productivity. As you can see, during those 15 years of having depression, Rina has paid several visits to some specialists, but she has not received the help she actually needs. This is due to lack of collaboration and communication between care team members, and Rina doesn't have no knowledge of what should follow next in her treatment path. So she herself cannot really help herself either. The problem is that there is lack of patient-centric approach in mental health care in general, and no case management as well. So this is where TheraSync comes into play. We are a platform, kind of like CRM platform, that brings together all mental health specialists and the patient themselves to help manage the treatment path of the patient. So yes, we have several functionalities that help the patient and the care team to have the care and the treatment the patient actually needs. So as you can see, this is the patient view. The patient is empowered to take care of themselves, and the patient team, care team also sees where the patient is and where should follow next. They have a clear overview that what has happened and what should follow. So here you can see how is the perfect example how mental health treatment should be. Our business model is B2B. Our customers are health insurance funds, also private clinics, medical, let's say, family health centers. And we are also thinking of including employers there as well, since those employers who really think about their employees' mental health. And yes, so our short-term roadmap, we started last October, and we are funded by Accelerator Estonia, and it's a one-year project. We just finished our pilot, which is exciting news for all of us. And after this, we are about to build an MVP, and for this, we are raising funds, approximately 500K. Our team is highly professional. I myself am a medical doctor. We have people in IT, digital health, and also marketing and communication. This is Terasync. I'm online, and mental health well-being does matter. Thank you.
This is the wrong presentation. Can you put on speak text, please? Okay, thank you. So hello everyone, I'm Birgit from SpeakTX, and we are offering a digital speech therapy support platform. Did you know that 65% of stroke patients, 25% of children, and 10% of adults have some kind of speech disorder? This is around 150,000 people only here in small Estonia. Often they don't get needed help because they have to face a myriad of problems. There are long queues, inaccessibility, and insufficient amount of available services. Our research and interviews have shown that different countries are targeting the same problems. Our solution is SpeakTX. So we are offering interactive exercises, exercise plans, online consultations, and a marketplace to support speech therapy. We have also developed different modules to target very specific speech problems. Our users are professionals who can create personalized exercise plans, new exercises, and keep an eye on the progress of the patient. The patients can do the exercises in home settings, and they are provided with consistent guidance by a professional. By reducing the amount of contact speech therapy sessions and increasing the amount of independent work, we help the professionals to work with more patients and manage their work better. It is both time and cost-efficient solution. Our business model is B2B and B2C. Institutions can buy yearly subscriptions starting from 299 euros, and patients can choose between 1 month, 6 months, or yearly subscriptions starting from 13 euros. Currently, we are implementing the solution in 5 new markets, and we are already investigating next ones. Our strategy is to create a local team of speech therapists and partners with whom we are localizing the platform and also the content. After that, we are onboarding our first customers and start scaling. Currently, we are looking for investments to further develop the product, expand the team, and enter new markets. We are projecting that our revenues by the end of 2024 are 1.6 million euros based on the calculations of the 5 markets that we are targeting right now. This is our team. We have an international team. We bring together expertise in IT, software engineering, UI UX design, marketing, and so on. And we also tightly collaborate with speech therapists from both clinical and education settings. I am Birgit from SpeakTX, and we are here to support digital speech therapy. Thank you.
Do we have the slides? All right. Hello, my name is Siim. I'm the founder of Activate Health, a digital therapeutics company building a platform for preventing and managing chronic disease. The challenge we are tackling is massive. It's actually called a silent epidemic. Chronic cardiometabolic diseases, including heart disease and type 2 diabetes, are actually the leading cause of death and disability in the world. It's a massive public health problem, but the current healthcare model is actually a secure model that's focused on treatment after diagnosis. What if you could detect disease risk before it actually manifests and actually delay the onset of the disease itself? We believe the technology is now there to do just that. So how do we tackle this problem? Step one, give people better tools to manage their own health. We have just launched a consumer-facing health management app. You can find this in the app stores. Search for Activate Health. And what we do is we decrease the friction of bringing those different health management elements together. We bring them together in one smartphone app. And we believe this is the way for personalized prevention. But we are not stopping there. Step two, clinically validated digital treatments prescribed by doctors. So what if in the future you would go to your family doctor and instead of standard medicine, you would get a prescription for an app for a 90-day intervention program to decrease your risk of getting heart disease. So this is the platform that we're building. It consists of an early warning system based on your different biomarkers. It then gives you a personalized dynamic risk score and then tells you how to take action to decrease that risk. We are proud to announce that earlier this year we received a €1 million grant from Enterprise Estonia Applied Research Program to build this AI-driven software as a medical device solution. And it's a really exciting project with some of the leading research institutions in Estonia, SynLab, Tartu University, and Estonian Genome Center. In the next 2 years, we will finalize the first prototype. Our team, actually almost 15 people working on the project already, and we are always looking for talent in our clinical team, in our data science team, in our engineering, and obviously on the business side as well. So if you feel this is an exciting topic for you, please come and talk to me. And if you're an investor and you would like to join our mission to extend human health span, we are raising, so come and talk to me as well. Thank you.
So I'm quickly back to, if you could please get the next slide. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed all these pitches. If you're interested in hearing more, please come to our booth on the second floor, or you will find also all their startups here. Yes, or you can find us on LinkedIn or healthfounders.com. Oh, .e, sorry. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, let's start. We do have the final batch here from today, and starter program is a program which covers the whole Estonia, but today we are only covering Tallinn, Kohtla-Järve, and Narva. And Haapsalu, sorry. So we have selected 9 teams from the preliminary round to this incubation program demo day, and we have their pitches today here. So the list of the teams is alphabetical. And we have, as I told, nine teams in our finals. And we have to select three most best teams, which is one of the Grand Prix winner and 2 inspirational prizes. But we also have several prizes from our cooperation partners from different organizations and startup ecosystem. So we have altogether quite many prizes to hand out. Pitching rules today are a little bit different from the usual ones. So we have 2-minute pitch, and we have only 1 question from the jury. So it's going to be like a roller coaster. So team question, and we hope to be finished very quickly. To introduce our jury, we have the head of the jury is from the Tallinn city government, Deputy Mayor Josep Pimm, sitting here. Then we have Anneliise Elbrecht from Tehnopol Startup Incubator. We have Heli Slipping from Terra Ventures. Jana Budkovskaya from Prototron, she was just here. Jelena Žovnikova from Hooandja. Kaisa Hansen from Tallinn University of Technology. Marek Mühlberg from KPMG Baltics. Maria Johanna Kollo from Tallinn Creative Incubator, and Vatan, come forward, sit here. The jury has the honor to be on the first row. Vatan PS from Founderly. So these are the people who will be deciding who are the winners today. So, are you ready, our teams? Very good. So I'm honored to invite the first team, Adash. So the floor is yours. Microphone.
Have a mic?
Yeah. Where's the mic?
Hello. Hello. Good evening. We are Adasa e-learning platform. So this is Favor. Meet Favor. Favor is a student of our platform who paid €50 to learn UI UX. And in 2 months, Favor has been able to make designs for herself for someone who had no skills to someone who has skills. You can see some of our sample designs. And after our training, we placed Favor in an IT company where she now earns about €1,200 per month. So Favor is not an hypothetical person. Favor is a real-life student from Africa. And improving validation, we've had 304 students like Favor. We've placed 119 of them. We've also outsourced 150 students. So what's the problem? There's a problem of digital skills where 4 out of 10 adults are lacking basic digital skills. And Europe faces a shortage of digital experts, who can develop cutting-edge technology. And there's the market. There's a need for reskilling. And the World Economic Forum is saying 833 million euros will be generated. And so there's need to reskill. Now, what's our solution? We are a training, outsourcing, and placement platform. We do B2B and B2C. So B2C by training and B2B by placing and outsourcing. Our revenue model is made from the training fees, outsourcing, and placements. Our business model is B2C and enterprise. And we have a team of diverse background. So we've made about 10,000 euros, improving our validation. And we've had students who have generated income, with their skills from people who had no skills. What's our ask? We want to refine and scale our MVP. We need mentors, we need investors, and we need seed funding. Thank you very much.
So, please, question. Who wants to give ask the first question? Kaisa, you have the microphone. So
Yeah, I can ask. Thank you for the pitch, really fast pitch you had there. How many customers have you talked to?
So we've talked to... So basically, from my own background, I'm a trainer, I'm a freelancer, and we've talked to over 500, 1,000 thereabouts customers. And as I said from the slide, we've had more than 304 paid customers on the platform, and we've generated, they've been able to be outsourced and be placed, more than 150 of them. So we've trained them. Just think of a Coursera, Fiverr, bundled program. So that's what we've been able to do, and we've been able to reduce the friction of learning, e-learning.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Adash. So the next one is Dorcas. Please, the floor is yours.
Hi, my name is Gytis. And at first, I want you to imagine a nightmare. You know these cute gifts which you get from your favorite e-shop together with your order? Well, not anymore. Everybody is just mean. Same with discounts. Everything is just expensive all the time. Analytics, forget about it. All you know about your audiences is based on this lady. And this is the reality in culture field. I know this. I'm a PhD student in arts. Here, institutions struggle with inefficient audience development solutions, and visitors consequently rarely turn loyal because they don't feel appreciated. The conventional solution is this guy, until now. Introducing Docus, a social loyalty system for culture field with collectible art. Here, visitors go through events, collect points and playable collectibles, and receive gifts, while institutions gather data and can award those who matter the most. Everything is brought together in a single social app. Our clients are cultural institutions, and our USA-based competitor has 300 clients with $2 million in revenue. But you know, there are at least 3,000 cultural institutions in Lithuania alone, so we can get a lot more. We're bringing a fresh approach. Docus is not a single white label app as in our competitor's case, but a whole system which operates as a scalable platform. And we can make this work. We are 6, a team of really unique competences combining expertise in culture management and IT. We have 2 clients. In Kaunas, we have a working prototype, and now we're building a game to engage 30,000 people. And we also have a problem, low conversion rates. According to interviews, that's because of bad UI. We have a professional to hire, but lack of money. So jury, you know what to do. Vote for us and make them happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorcas. So who has the question? Okay, Heli.
How are you planning to earn money? What's the business model like?
Yeah, it's on subscription basis, and we plan to speak with different cultural institutions. So we have like 3 tiers of clients. Firstly, it's cultural institutions. We're speaking to them. We're offering this opportunity to have data about their audiences. And in exchange of that, we're providing, we're expecting a subscription. Then for festivals, big events such as Kaunas European Capital of Culture, which I mentioned, we're selling also on subscription basis, but more like customized service. It's much more expensive. And thirdly, we plan to expand to include all the domains of UNESCO, cultural economy. So, for example, libraries or like sports venues. And in these cases, this model is the same subscription basis for each institution with opportunity to have data.
So businesses, institutions are paying for it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Thank you very much, Dorcas. So the next one is Jehu.
Good evening, everyone. We are Vivika and me, Paula, and we are founders of the company called Jehu. And we are here to represent you the alternative version of flour that fits for all, an apple pommes flour. Besides making a revolution in food industry, we also tried to solve a problem with leftovers in apple juicing process. So far, tons of apple pommes has mainly been used as compost. There are lots of apple juice producers who are willing to seek a solution to this problem. And that's why we have come up with one. We are offering a solution to create the flour from apple pommes, which is a byproduct of juicing made from pulp and seeds. After drying and grinding, it comes to an incredible allergy-free, fiber-rich flour with a multi-purpose use. You can use it in baking, in smoothies, or even in porridges.
Our next step is to find partners and financing and to hire a food technologist who will help to improve our product. In the near future, we are hoping to sell our product in retail and from wholesale to bakeries so that everyone gets to enjoy our favorite recipes. One flour fits for all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Jury has the opportunity to taste the cake from this flower, yes? So one question. Jelena, please.
What is your stage of development at the moment? What exactly have you done already?
We've done lots of flour and baked some good stuff from it. And we've also tried to put it in smoothies and porridges and done some things. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Jehu. So the jury has the opportunity to taste, and hopefully it's not a bribe for them. So the next team is not Tot.
Hello, my name is Lisette. I'm founder and designer of Not Tot. So imagine, it's a hot summer day. I know right now it's hard to imagine, but it is hot. And you're walking down the street and you're thirsty. What do? You turn to the right corner shop and you buy a bottle of water. After 5 minutes, it's empty and you throw it away. Every day and every second, 20,000 plastic bottles are bought. It means 1.5 billion bottles per day. And 91% of them are not recycled. So they're still here, floating in the oceans. We're not here to sell you another bottle, because we believe that you have something in your home already. We just want you to use them. So we make it easy for you. We produce bottle bags made by hand for you to carry your bottle, therefore actually to use it. We as a small company, we want to do everything right from the beginning. So we use cord bought from Estonia and produced in Estonia, made by hand, and it's minimal design and really easy to use. We already have current partners in Estonia, and we want to spread more. We have a web shop, retailers in Estonia, and current partners in Estonia as a festivals. We want to inspire every one of you to make sustainable choices every day, because small things actually matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we have a question from... Oh, let's give me the microphone. Jana wants to ask a question. So.
Thank you very much for the presentation. So, as I understood, you're already on the market.
Yeah.
But what for you need, for example? Yes, I've already seen them from other brands. I mean, by other brands. So why you are here and what you want to achieve in this program?
We need like small scale investments to scale our business up, because we want to incorporate like professional breeders as in elderly homes and blind people to produce more and to go to the like bigger festivals, because festivals are most likely our biggest festival like customers, but we cannot do it by two of us. So we need money to grow it bigger and to contribute to society too somehow.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you, Not Tot. And the next one is Krau. Nooguta mulle, kui ma...
Hello, my name is Karina and I am from Team Grau. Our idea is focused on cat owners. When you bring home a cat, you need to buy a litter box. But the litter boxes which are sold in the stores are not very nice. Now you feel that you love your pet, but I hate the way this litter box doesn't suit your beautifully designed home. But stop worrying about plastic box in the corner of your bedroom. Our solution is make some furniture where you can hide this plastic box, so your cat can jump in and do his secret acts in private. There will be some ready-to-buy solutions, and we would like also to give an opportunity to order custom-made cupboards. Our next steps are to make some products, to make an online shop, and found an influencer who would like to work with us. In our team, there are 3 designers. We all are students of Haapsalu College. My name is Karina, there are Grete and Carolina. We can do this cupboard or furniture by our hands. But at the moment, the most of the marketing is in social media, and we don't have this marketing experience, so at first we have to find some help for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So Marek has a question.
So I have a cat, so naturally I thought I should ask a question. How many have you sold already?
No, we haven't sold. We have done this prototype.
Are you using it yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
The whole idea came to me because I bring home the cat and the litter boxes were so ugly.
And what's the price?
For our product.
Yeah, average. Yeah.
Not sure, but maybe this 200.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have a little problem with rainbow slides, but you're going to be the next one. So Retrain and Solve is the next one.
Hello, I'm Katarina, and we are Cyber Sages by Retrain and Solve. I want you to think back at a time when you were a child. Do you remember being a kid who wished to become a superhero, admiring their ability to prevent crime? And what if I told you that by becoming a fraud investigator, you could be just that, a superhero? And why a fraud investigator? Did you know that 2.8 million euros were lost to fraudsters within the first 10 months of 2021 in Estonia alone? This represents a 20% increase compared to the previous year. Currently, local companies are struggling to recruit experienced investigators to join the companies, as nearly 90% of them hired by top Estonian fintechs did not have prior experience before joining the company. Every new inexperienced recruit, however, requires an average of 1 to 2 years of on-the-job training before being fully operational. Unfortunately, the current learning platforms, they do not engage and develop students enough for them to be ready for the profession. And this is where we come in with our solution, Cyber Sages by Retrain and Solve. A customizable e-learning platform designed to train the compliance specialists with adaptable courses, allowing students to gain practical experience. We now have a working prototype on which we are expanding upon. We are focusing on B2B business model with subscription-based pricing. And in our team, there are 3 members who do possess the core skills and capabilities necessary to make this idea into reality. We do have skills ranging from fraud and cybersecurity to technical recruitment and business management, as well as marketing and design. In November 2021, we also won the WISE Hackathon as Cyber Sages. And now, what we're looking for? We're looking for mentors to aid our cause. Join us to make Estonia and the rest of the world a safer place.
Thank you very much. So, question, please. So, Button, please.
Can you tell me why AI involved in your product?
Well, mainly it's when it comes to the skills tracking and also so when the students go through the courses, then regarding the results, but also to track how they are progressing through the courses. So to make sure that they don't just like skip it, let's say, but to analyze like their progression, basically.
I don't see AI need here.
Okay, well, just very quick question. So you mentioned that it's necessary for 2 years to get this specialist fully operated. So how quick can you prepare the specialist with your program?
Well, because we haven't actually made the product ready yet, right? So we cannot be sure. But of course, our main aim is to make it faster, to provide it perhaps within 6 months to a year or so. But basically, the main aim in there is that because we have the labs where students can get practical experience before they go onto the job and do these tasks with, let's say, real money and lose money for the company, right? So that's kind of the main aim in there.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. So we still have a little problem, Rainbow, but sign a song is the next one, please.
Hello, our group is called Sign a Song. That's not the one. That's not the one as well. Yes, Sign a Song. I want to begin the other way. So, we had videos. Can you imagine a kid sitting on a playground and the kid doesn't hear anything at all? Nothing, silence. The other kids are playing, but because he or she is deaf, they cannot hear anything. They don't hear sounds, they've never heard laughter or singing or music. So, how to integrate those kids? So what we propose is to make entertaining and fun videos with music, which can be uploaded on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And from those videos, they're song videos. From those videos, they can learn basic signs in order to get the first meeting with the Estonian Sign Language. So the customers are kindergarten music teachers, and they can teach the kids how to sign those songs. And here is another nice video for you. Enjoy. So basically, kids can listen to the music with the movements, and they can learn the basic knowledge of the Estonian Sign Language. And with that, it's kind of like educational program as well. So I hope you enjoyed the videos. And I think our time is up.
I think that the idea itself is already so good, so you don't need the videos. Thank you, Rebecca. So the question, please.
Thank you very much. I really think that your voice and your appearance is super cool, and it's not necessary to be so worried about these videos. So basically, this program is for kids who can listen.
The idea is also for the kids with hearing disability, but also to educate like normal kids. So whenever they happen to meet a deaf person, they can at least say hello or thank you in sign language. So it's for the both.
Okay. And in business or sustainability model, how you see it?
We're still figuring that out.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just a quick comment as well. You handled it beautifully, the fact that you didn't have the slides, so that was very good. And I think that you're leaning towards like a social enterprise business model in that sense. So that's just a comment. Thank you.
Thank you very
so much.
Thank you, Rebecca, and sorry for this. So the next one is SPOC. And then we have the rainbow at the very end.
And this is the next.
Hello everyone, I'm Kush representing Team Spark. Imagine you live in Berlin, Germany. You own a car and you have a very important conference to attend. It's about half an hour drive away, and you leave 1 hour early. And then you reach to the parking lot. Boom. It's full. It's totally occupied. You panicked. You search in your internet. You search in your mobile phone for the nearest parking spot in the supermarket. Then finally you get one parking spot in the corner near the supermarket. But by that time, it's too late. The first half of your very important conference is missed. Not to worry, Spark's here. Spark, the smart way to park. Our company is developing a smart parking reservation system. The mobile application helps to locate and reserve the nearest parking spot. It not only helps the car driver, but it helps the parking lot owners to easily manage their parking locations. It easily helps them to locate, for the car drivers, it helps them to locate the parking spot. The real-time availability data, which is provided from a sensor-based technology that helps to locate the free available parking place. Our target markets are metropolitan cities in Germany and USA. Our revenue is based on the revenue model from the commission-based revenue model from the parking lot owners and a yearly maintenance fee. Our progress is we have a business plan and a phase 1 of a market research done. We are currently building a software prototype. Our team consists of master students of Taltech, myself, Ankit as a developer, and Pavina as in the business side. Our ask is for the proof of concept, we need funding. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much. So who wants to ask a question? Okay, Josep.
Thank you for the presentation. So I understood that it's sensor-based. Can it be applied both outdoors and indoors, or how do you see it applied in the city?
Definitely. The idea is to have so basically an industrial sensor, which is waterproof, not snowproof, but waterproof. So the idea is to have a sensor which is attached to the ground or to the corresponding surface.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Spark. So, and last but not least, Rainbow.
This is my old slide. Then I will present you my own presentation. Tonight, we are not here to introduce you our idea. Tonight, we are not here to introduce you our vision. Tonight, we are here to introduce you a product which will change the gastronomy we know. Let me introduce the Rainbow Instant Noodle series. I'll show you miso and pho cup noodles. What is the problem with instant noodles in the market? You can pick any brand from a supermarket and ask these questions. Are they healthy? No. Are they nutritious? No. Are they tasty? I think compared to a Japanese restaurant in Tokyo, they are not. And it just happens we have the solution because we have developed a yet unpatented food technology, which keeps our noodles healthy, nutritious, and tasty. Let me show you how. Our noodles are tasty because we follow original Asian recipes tested 100 times. Our noodles are healthy because we use only natural ingredients like meat, bones, spices, and greens. And our noodles are nutritious because when we create the instant formula, we seal the nutrition by using nothing else, just heat. No additives, no preservatives, just heat technologies. We want to build customer trust. If you scan the QR code on the cup, you will find out which ingredients are used, how it is manufactured, and how it impacts your daily nutrition. The final recipe will contain 25 of proteins and 20 grams of 20 vitamins. This is the perfect meal for young adults who are short on time, short on money, or not the best chefs. The current market, the global market is worth 46 billion USD. The European slice is 310 million USD, which will be tripled by the year 2028. The market is ruled by giants like Nissin Noodles, so the question stands, do we have market validation? Yes, we do. Our competitors, Vite, Rebel, Aboramen, they all achieved 3 to 25 times more funds on Kickstarter than their original plan was. We calculate with similar success, and we aim to rule 1% of the European Union market within 3 years from launch. So, the final shelf price will be €2 with a 30% margin and 50 cents manufacturing cost. And our current team has me, the chef, a designer, a marketing and business expert, and we welcome food scientists and legal personnel in the future. I skipped the roadmap, and why are we doing this? We are living in a food crisis. We are living in world hunger. Developing cheap and nutritious products is more important than ever. This is why we will research sustainable protein solutions and gluten-free vegan options. We are ready for the future of food. If you too, see you in the nearest supermarket in town. Thank you, team. Thank you, Starter Tallinn, and thank you, Latitude.
Thank you. So, the last question from the jury. Jana.
Hello, nice to see you again. So I really... I just wanted to say when I can taste it. Is it hot? Is it already ready to eat?
Unfortunately not.
Just to see.
Yes, we are negotiating with 3 food tech laboratories, but we are not in the stage where you can safely eat it. This prototype
Okay,
is...
if not safe, I just...
I'm sorry. We're working on it. We're still working on it. Right now I can show you a prototype only.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Rainbow. Your time is up. So these were our 9 finalists. So I hope you enjoyed them. Now the jury will follow Celia. Celia, raise the hand. We'll follow Celia, and we'll make a decision on the winners, and we hope to be back about 5 to 10 minutes. So, jury, move.